Here we are. Here we are, Jets fans. It is November 10th. And the season's over. We're done. We're done. This team has broken everybody. Time and time again. And I am the proud New York Jet fan. And I am the one who always finds a positive in everything. And I am here to tell you, I am done. I am fed up. And we're going to tell you all about it. When I say we, I mean me and my personalities, because this goddamn team is a joke. They are a disgrace. The New York Jets are a disgrace. From the top all the way down to the bottom. We're going to get into it. I'm glad you're here with me. This is going to be a therapy session. This is going to be an angry, violent therapy session. Not as angry and violent as the image you saw on Bobby's channel the other day, but it's going to be up there. I'm going to try to get myself in a little bit of a better mood. And the only thing that cheers me up, aside from that, that's what she said, is this. Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Let Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy get the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles Gorman, it's like we seeing twins. Feeding tins, pounding on these bleeding fins. Week 14 and 18 when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where other teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life. We just nice.
Let's say what's up to everyone. Dark Soldiers here. Thank you, Blitz. Thank you. To everyone in the chat right now, I'm doing one blanketed. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. But this is unbelievable. This team and their lack of effort and their lack of passion and their lack of precision and their lack of execution and how they fail every time. You give this team 5 extra minutes off. If they play 1 o'clock on Sunday and the next week's a 4 o'clock game, they don't show up. They don't show up if they get 1 extra minute. You want to play on short notice? You want to go on Thursday? We're 2-0 this year on Thursday. We're 2-0. Who's to blame? Well, let's start. Start at the top. Woody Johnson trying to own an NFL franchise by appeasing and catering to fans' tweets has got to stop. Buffalo Jet fan had a great tweet 2 weeks ago. It was the amount of people in the front office on the ticket and sales staff is like 77. Social media and ticket sales, 77. Player development, 2. It's a business. You know how you say fuck you to someone's business? You stop spending your money. You stop buying tickets. Today's November 10th. Shout out to the Marines. Anyone who's a Marine, happy birthday. God bless all of you. Thank you for your service. 249 years. Hoorah. Tomorrow's Veterans Day. Shout out to all our veterans. Love everything you guys and gals have ever done for this country and the sacrifices you've all made. God bless you. But Woody Johnson, eat a dick, dude. Eat a dick. This is where we're at. This is why I don't like getting angry, because this is the side of me that comes out. Woody Johnson, go eat a giant, massive telephone pole of a dick. You deserve it, dude. You can't be wishy-washy with a football team. You can't say, oh, I saw some tweets that want to do this. Oh, I saw some tweets that want to do that. First step, first domino in its entire failure of a season is entering the season with Robert Saleh as your head coach. If you're going to fire him after 5 games and the seat was that hot, you should have never went into the season with him to begin with. That's step one. You should have made the move in the offseason and gave somebody a little bit of leeway to build and develop, not wait for the first sign of failure and chop it down. What do you do after that? Oh, I'll tell you what you do after that, you dumbass. You promote Ulbrich to head coach, and you let him keep running the defense. Connor Hughes had a great tweet tonight. You spread him too thin. You're putting in a guy in a position he hasn't been in a situation in New York where you're under the microscope. You need to lessen what's on your plate. Trying to run the defense and trying to be a head coach of this team when you know you have the issues on the offensive side of the ball hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. You set the guy up for failure because you made a decision, it looks like by yourself. You didn't go in and get anyone else's goddamn help with this. You just did this in the middle of the night. How do you do it? How do you fire a guy after 5 weeks and then bring someone else in and not have a plan for succession and not have a plan for him to succeed and not have a plan in place to turn the ship around? You didn't drop an anchor. You dropped 2. You got rid of Saleh, and then you bring in Ulbrich, and you're just like, yeah, don't worry, just keep you doing your job, but do his job too, and fix all of this. Woody Johnson, get out of the country. Leave. Go. We don't need you here. We don't want you here. May you never come back. May you go over there and say, you know what, I'm so happy here, I'm never going back to America. That's what the Jets need. You want to make the Jets great again? Get rid of the goddamn team. And I've never said that. I've always said he's willing to spend money. But now he's too busy with the glass up to the door in the social media room. What are they saying? What are they saying about me? Oh, they liked Zerline last year? Oh, all right, we won't get rid of him yet. Oh, he cost us 3 games? Well, guess what? We lost again. We don't have Zerline to blame anymore. Can't blame Zerline. We blamed him for 3. Guess what? We suck so bad, we'll find other reasons to lose. We'll find other ways to lose. Can't blame a kicker when you don't score any goddamn points. You change the head coach. You change who's calling the offensive plays. 5 weeks in. You spent the entire offseason building your offense, setting your plan one way. And 5 weeks in, you change it all. We know, obviously, Robert Saleh had a huge hand in running this defense. So now you put that on Ulbrich to maintain that level, which hasn't done it. Everything you've decided, everything you've done has been a disgrace. Everything has been a failure this season. Everything. And you know what? Shame on us. Shame on the fans. And here's why. We want to believe in this team. We want a winner so bad that any little glimmer of hope that you give us, we lock ourselves onto. We do. We are the kicked and battered dog that still wants love and affection and still comes up and rubs the head on the owner's leg when the owner comes home, not knowing any better. I feel bad for each and every one of you that spends the time, the money, the effort, the travel for this product to be this bad. Let's get into the coaching. Let's start on the offensive side of it. You can't go to the line every play with everybody running option routes. Why can't you just design and execute offensive plays where people can just be open? Every other team does it. Why do we have to change every little nuance and hope the receiver and the quarterback are on the same page? Guess what? It's not happening. We're not on the same page. Passes are being missed. Miscommunications. I'm tired of seeing, oh, my bad. I'm tired of seeing Rodgers' reactions when things don't work out. How about you figure it out? How about during the week you design a play and you run the play and you attack the defense? This isn't working. It's not working. It's not working. We run Brees. 4.5, 9 yards to carry. 4.9 to carry. Stop going to it. That makes sense. You go down the field. You get into the red zone again. And you just stop. You know why? Because when you're going 4 yards of play and barely converting first downs, as the defense gets tighter, the defense gets better. You don't open up the offense at all. You don't take shots downfield. You are Brett Favre when Brett Favre got injured and the team came to an absolute stop. And I hate the New York Jets right now because all of you know this. Aaron Rodgers has been my man crush in football for years. I used to stop life and watch Rodgers when he was on national television and say, I want to watch this guy play the quarterback position. They'll run the ball a lot. They'll do play action. He'll throw it downfield. Why can't you throw the ball downfield anymore? Why can't you get Garrett Wilson open downfield? Why? You can't move. That's why. The New York Jets have done the impossible. They made me dislike Aaron Rodgers. I didn't think that was a thing. I didn't think I would ever sit here before you and say that. I can't watch this offense. The defense. How do you play in the NFL and not have a run-stuffing tackle? You can't have all pass-rushing, small, athletic, gap-penetrating defensive tackles. Sometimes you need a big fat fuck who can get in there, like Sione Puha, Chris Jenkins. You need massive bodies that can eat up the offensive line to prevent them from getting to your linebackers and let them make plays. I know there's a bunch of that's what she said's in there. I know it. You don't think I'm aware? They play defense dumb as fuck. 4-man rush, drop into a zone. What does the offensive coordinator on the other team do? Oh, we're going to send guys deep, knowing they have to drop in their zone. We're going to dump it off to the running back. Oh, you know why we're going to dump it off to the running back? We dump it off to the running back. We get 4 yards. You know why? Because the other team can make tackles. They're like, just dump it off. This team can't tackle. They're too busy answering social media questions about Taylor Swift songs that they like before practice. Or what cookie would you be? I got to watch those stupid social media videos every goddamn day. But you know what I don't see? Tackling drills on video. The scheme on defense is so vanilla. We're going to rush 4. We're going to cover with 7. Yeah, NFL teams know how to attack a zone. When you're not getting home with 4, you can beat and embarrass a zone every single time. You run one guy up the middle, you run the other guy underneath, you dump it off, catch and run. The schemes are bad. The schemes are not. They're Pop Warner schemes. They're Pop Warner schemes. They're not NFL 2024 and capable of scoring and stopping. The roster has some really good individual talent. Talent is nothing if it's not brought together with coaching, execution, and a plan. You got to have a plan, and our plan sucks. And that, once again, starts at the top. the players. Do you have any pride? Do you have any heart? Do you have any ability to care about your craft? How do you play defense in the NFL and miss 20 tackles as a team? It's not one player playing bad. One player we could flame. I'll get to that. How do you not tackle? Linebackers reaching at shoulder pads to pull a guy down, and then he just starts running again. What happened to tackling? What happened to shoulder pad into thigh? What happened to wrapping and bringing guys down? I'll tell you another play. You'll see the highlights. Oh, it was such a great hit. Quincy Williams off the blitz. He hits Murray. How about pay the fuck attention to the ball, dumbass? You hit him, but you wanted to pop up and do your celebration so quick, you didn't even see the ball on the ground. And there was a fuck up on the blitz because not only did Quincy go, Reed blitzed off the edge right behind them. Even when we succeed, we fuck up with this team. I don't want well-liked coaches. I don't want someone to be their friend. I want someone that's going to make them better. I want someone that's going to make the water level of the room rise. And if not, drown. If you can't rise with good coaching and you want your coach to be your friend, get the fuck out of here because you're not going to make the team better. Now, individual players. Tyron Smith, I never want to see you play again. You get $1 million bonus every time you start. You're done starting. Olu, the job is yours. We need Olu to develop and be ready for next season. That's one player that we can look forward to watching the rest of the way. Sauce. Trade him. I said it in September. I have a former co-host who's too busy crying tears on the internet about elections to come on and discuss anything on Sunday nights anymore. Saying, oh, it's not Sauce, it's Sauce. We had a whole big debate about Sauce, and everything I said about Sauce is 100% right. Yeah, fuck Sauce. You're not even gravy. You're not even melted butter with garlic in it. You're Ahmed. You're actually more like Ahmed because you're more like a terrorist with this damn defense lately. You can't cover anybody. And when you do, you're smacking them like a child playing with a ping pong paddle. If you got turnovers, I could deal with the poor tackling. If you shut people down, I could deal with the no turnovers. Sauce Gardner has become a liability to this defense. Want further proof? Ask Trey McBride. Sauce looked like a little kid trying to tackle a grown man. It's pathetic. It's weak. If someone else wants you, if I'm a new GM, take him. What are you going to give me for him? Sell him high. Oh, 2 All-Pros. Yeah, we'll take a 1 and a 3. Go ahead. I got a team to rebuild here. I'm not paying this guy $25-30 million a year. I'm not making him in the conversation for the highest paid corner in the league. You don't even deserve to be the highest paid corner on the team. You don't shut anyone down. You don't eliminate anyone. You're a liability in the run. I don't know how you don't get more pass interference calls or holding calls. If you don't have your hands on somebody, you got no idea where they are. A-Rod. It's gotten to the point where when he gets inducted into the Hall of Fame, it's going to be admitting that going to the Jets was a mistake. And the mistake was the Jets' fault, not his. He still wanted to play. He's a big name. Woody Johnson loves that stuff. He doesn't have a stadium that's sold out. And he needed to do something, to spark interest with this team. We said it the last 2 years before this, 7-10, 7-10. If we had quarterback play, we had average quarterback play. Well, guess what? We don't have average quarterback play with them. We got a guy who's immobile. In the most mobile quarterback era in NFL history, we got a guy who can't move. He's a sitting duck back there. We're not throwing the ball downfield. Blitz your safeties. Budda Baker spent more time in the backfield today than Aaron Rodgers did. It's been a disaster on every level. It's been what we called haters were saying was going to happen. We looked at the individual talent, myself included. I'm not throwing you guys under the bus. I'm the head of that ship. I did shows about how talented this roster was, and the individual talent was the best we've ever seen this team have. I still think the individual talent's great, but it's not being brought together. Joe Douglas. I have been like Bonesy. I have been front and center on the Joe Douglas. It's not his fault. Joe Douglas, you massively failed. You're not getting a renewed contract. You're free to go. You let guys go on you traded JFM. You let Huff walk. You bring in Kinlaw. It's been a disaster. He jumps off sides nonstop. You didn't sign any run stuffers. Everyone you brought in is pass rushing guys. You let Quentin Jefferson, JFM, Huff all go. The Reddick thing, we've discussed enough. I'm not even getting into that. We know that was a disaster. There's no depth at safety. You bring in Moses. All right. You bring in Simpson. Simpson hasn't been bad. It's exactly what we were told. He's okay in the run, but he will get embarrassed in the passing with a fast defensive tackle. That's what's happened. We don't deserve this. We don't. We don't deserve this. This is a fan base that lives and breathes 24/7, 365, this team. We don't have an owner. We don't have coaches. And now it looks like we don't even have players that care. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I was waiting till after the season to change the name of the channel and rebrand. I'm off tomorrow for a holiday. The rebranding is starting tomorrow. I got to get some new things in place before I do it. But there will be a rebranding of this channel because this team has taken my pride and just stepped on it. And they destroyed it. And then we deserve better. We do. Shout out to Carly. You're one of my phone calls tomorrow. Let me know when you're free because rebrand season means merch season. I know I'm drinking coffee. Anger gives me energy. So let me say hello to you guys. Thank you for listening to my friend. You know what? This is what I need. That's what I need. I need you guys right now. You know, we're all in this together. I like to say this is roller coaster, but this is more like skydiving without a parachute, and we all jumped at the same time. I like some of the names that you guys first comment deserves to go to boom. First and last today. Please have your lawyer reach out to my lawyer to adjust the wording in our contract regarding the show name change and rebranding. Boom. If you think there's any way on earth I'm doing it without discussing it with you, you've lost your mind, my friend. For those of you here, first time, please subscribe. I see that we have 66 of you watching right now. Thank you. I know you're upset. We're all upset. We're all angry. We're going to get it out. We're going to have call-ins in a little bit. Super chats, great way to cut the line. Get your comment on air. Let's see what we got here. Starting off early with Knob. Positive vibes only. All gas, no break. Oh, that's what I need. I should have read that earlier. In honor of Bobby Midnight, we have 69 of you watching right now. If you're watching, please like the stream. It helps the show. It's free to do. It helps the algorithm. It helps the channel get out there and visible to more people. I would appreciate that greatly. 3 siblings coming in, celebrating his 4-month super chat with pain. Not T-Pain, just pain. 3 siblings with another super chat. Thank you, Nick. I'm here all off season. You know who won't be? Half of this fucking roster, dude. Thank you for the super chat. You're the man. K-Brock, the Jet fan, coming in with his 3-month membership super chat. Thank you, buddy, for all your support. Tired of the same old bullshit with this team. Never prepared. It's really hard to be a fan of this team. Still love the Jets, but it's got to change. It's got to. It's got to change. It starts at the top. And this crazy lunatic insanity. You know what insanity, the definition of insanity is? It's doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Stop getting involved, Woody. Stop. Mark Ferraro, 5 months super chat. Thank you. Tackling is freaking disgrace. I would take a disgrace for tackling. That was pathetic. That looked like little kids trying to tackle grown men. It looked like a barbecue at the Neverland Ranch. Just little kids running around, and the grown men were having their way. Swamp Ranger, 3 months super chat. Hire Cliff Kingsbury for head coach. Draft Jalen Milroe. That would be a part of a good plan. But I ask this: why would any coach want to come here? Why would anybody who wants to build their name and have a chance to succeed want to come here? Knobcraft, $2 super chat. Thank you. Self-inflicted wounds. Yeah. It's bad. It is. It's inexplainable. It's inexplicable. It's disgusting. You know what, Blitz? You say this, and I know it's in humor, but there's so many people who are sadly going to celebrate the moment Joe Namath passes away. There is a large portion of our fan base that will celebrate when Joe Namath passes. Just wait for it. Thank you to all of you in here for watching. I know it's a little bit of a different opening today. I usually greet all of you. I'm not even looking at the phone to see if any of you are calling. Sean McAteer, what's up, Sean? How does Mike Williams get a touchdown in his first game with the Steelers, but we can't get one as a team? They protected long enough to throw a 32-yard route. We don't do that. They threw one up for him to get it. That wasn't a read and cut underneath and get to the red line. It was just go catch the ball in the end zone. Got a super chat coming in from a Bills fan. Ricardo, thank you. Outside looking in, Aaron Rodgers ruined the Jets rebuild. Go ahead and trade Sauce to us. He'd look good in Bills uniform. Oh, I would love that. I would love to go against Sauce. I would love to play against Sauce. Not with this offensive coordinator, though. But thank you. Very kind of you to be here. And for the super chat, man. That's awesome. Appreciate you. Yeah. And that's part of the game. Sometimes you just got to let your guy run and make a play, right, Jay? You just got to run and make a play. None of this, you didn't get to this spot and you were here and then you had to get here as I released it. No, just run straight, catch the goddamn ball. They're called mossies, not adjusties. You don't adjust in midair. Just go make a goddamn play on the ball. It's beyond aggravating at times. And then they all have the gall to sit there and just talk about, oh, we're going to get it right and we're going to make these adjustments and this is our plan to get to the playoffs and to how about you just get a first down? How about a fucking touchdown, A-Rod? How about a touchdown? Did you see a touchdown in the darkness? Shout out to Gator, who gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Gator, you're the man. I appreciate you. And they went to Stiff Happens, 25, Jets Runny, Goose McGee, and Sarah. Awesome. Thank you, Gator. Gator, you're on my call list. I know you work. You call me after 6. I got to talk to you tomorrow as well. Oscar. This is what I try to avoid. Like, I want to be this angry, ranty, aggravated person. I could have stayed married if I wanted to be like that all the time. Trying to be happy. I'm trying to enjoy life. Made friends with all of you people. Here's what we're going to do first off. I'm going to do something real quick for my friend. I do want to do call-ins tonight. I want to hear from you guys. But here's what we're going to do first. Let's turn the volume down here. I'm going to put a link in. And this link, if you haven't already, is for the new Bobby Midnight stream. He's at 72. Let's try to get him up to 85. If you're watching here right now, take a moment. Go subscribe to that link, please. I'm going to play the Bobby video. Not that one. Not that one. We'll be back right after this. Proud New York Jet fan, Nick Shine here, chiming in with Noel here. Sweet Cheeks is their code name. Fantastic. Coming over, giving Bobby and Mike love.
Are you going back to where you live in New Jersey and New York?
I'm from Queens. I was born and raised, but I went to school.
You're from Queens?
I'm from Queens.
Me too. You're the best too, right?
Let's
Gator.
get a jet. Get a jet.
Go get him, Jet.
Win, baby. Give me
Bobby Midnight. Bobby Midnight. I am Brad. I watch your channel. Can I take a picture with you?
Is that your boyfriend?
Is my girlfriend? Can I take a picture with you?
Mikey, don't touch, Mikey.
I love you. I know you're beautiful.
Remember, all right, what's their YouTube?
I have it on my.
No, I already told you. What's the YouTube?
I'm drunk.
Oh, that's my Oh, she's very pretty. No, I'm not.
Bobby Midnight. What time did you meet him?
I got it.
What time did you meet him?
12:14.
Midnight. Bobby Midnight. Just remember midnight.
I told everyone we'll have floor, but the referee took that away.
Guys, he's the fucking one.
It's Halloween.
All right, Bobby and Mike, you guys head back to the hotel. It's time to film a new episode of Crankbangers. Trace is on.
Bobby Midnight. Bobby Midnight.
Oh, come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Bobby Midnight. How many are we at? 77. Thank you for those of you that went over. Appreciate you. And I know Bobby will appreciate it too. He was back up and running today. He did get some sad news that the previous channel is done. It's done. So we will soon see what happens, but go help him out. Go subscribe to him. He's a great guy, big heart, and a very beloved and embraced member of our community. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? I wish I had that answer. I consider myself to be someone pretty logical and can look at the scope of things here with this team and kind of assess what's next. I don't know right now. I don't know. I believe this team has the talent to win, but you're not winning. You're 3-7. You're 1-7 in games not on Thursday night. You guys are saying tank. How do you tank if you're just not good enough to win? This is shit I said during the Zach Wilson years. It's not tanking if you just can't line up and beat the other team. And tank for what? Tank for what? We don't even know what the plan would be. You're not going to get a proven GM with a credible name who's going to come here and work under Woody Johnson, especially when Joe Douglas decides he's done and he's going to open up and be like, I couldn't work in that environment. There was meddling. I mean, Joe Douglas isn't the type to throw someone under the bus publicly. But you know what? If people call him and say, hey, I got an interview for this job, he's probably going to tell them the truth, especially if it's someone he considers a friend and respects in the business. I wouldn't. It's tough to work there. They won't allow you to build the plan. They won't allow you to stick with it. They're going to get impatient. They're going to, and I say they because it's going to be the Johnsons. It's going to be both of them. Yeah, we've picked top 10. What does tanking do? Get us another offensive lineman that won't be on the team in 4 years? We trade up for AVT, can't stay healthy, and now after 2 injuries, he doesn't look like he can block anyone anymore? Draft a wide receiver at number 11, Garrett Wilson, or 10, whenever we got him, and not be able to get the ball downfield to him and not have him run routes that are more than 7 yards long? Draft a cornerback at number 4, who I did not want. Jets Chaos will tell you. Buffalo Jet fan, Dom C, Gunny, Tigo, Adam Y2K will all tell you I wanted Kayvon Thibodeau. I wanted Thibodeau or Jermaine Johnson at 4. Yes, at 4. That's how much I love Jermaine. I didn't want a cornerback. I had no reaction when we drafted Gardner. None. Because you don't take a cornerback there, in my opinion. And if you do, you better take a guy who can man cover. You better take someone like Surtain. You better take someone like Ramsey. Take a corner at 4 to play zone 60% of the time. Again, makes no sense as an organization. There's no plan to get these guys to succeed. I said to Nikki tonight on the ride home, I guess this answers the question on if the pass rush made Sauce good. Yeah, we're getting sacks this year, but Sauce made All-Pro the first 2 years. Wow, Jared Goff has 5 interceptions tonight. I know Clancy, it happened a while ago, but I just got the alert from Bleacher Report. I'm not watching the game. I'm in my therapy session here. So I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know what to do. I don't get this team. It seems like everything is, honestly, it's turned into the Dallas Cowboys. It's turned into a business instead of let's figure out how to win it all. Let's have social media videos. Let's do these cute little things. Let's have the owner wear iced out necklace with his name Woody on it. Gotta find the link. Where did I put the link? I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I pinned the link. We're at 79. If we get a couple more people to subscribe to Bobby Midnight's new channel, The Legend of Bobby Midnight, we'll open up the call lines, please. Gator, earlier, you gifted 5 memberships. Thank you. That deserves one of these. I don't know. I don't know what to say, guys. I said it all in the opening. Here we are, 3-7. Trade deadline's over. There's no reinforcements coming. There's no magical button to press. It's bad. It's bad. It's disgraceful. I mean, does the defense fall off that bad without CJ Mosley? Does the defense fall off that bad without JFM? Does the defense fall off that bad without Whitehead? Domino effect of awfulness. You don't fire a coach after 5 games. You don't enter the season with him, if that's the case. And ever since then, it's been bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. It's just temper tantrum reacting with no long-term plan to succeed. Big Will with a good comment. Saleh never had head coaching power. He had to fight just to bench Zach. Hackett is untouchable. He tried to fire him, and Rodgers got him fired. When Rodgers went, JD took over to react. Who besides Rex wants head C? Head coach. Sorry. Who would want to come here with the way this is? All right. Thank you for the comment. Let's weigh this out. You're a respectable head coach, Mike Vrabel. Why would you want to come here? You know it's a circus. You watched it firsthand in New England for years when you were a player up there. Why would you want to come here? You have your former coach and mentor, Bill Belichick, roasting Woody on Pat McAfee's show week after week. Woody's going to be Woody. Why would you even consider this job? You're a startup coach. You're a coordinator looking for your first head coaching job in the NFL. Why would you take this? Why would you? You'd be like, nah, I'll stay here. Remember Peyton Manning? No, I'll stay in school one more year. That's what a coordinator is going to do. A coordinator is going to be like, I'll wait for the next cycle. That's my only offer from the Jets? Nah, I'm good. I want to be coaching in this league for many years to come. I'll pass. No, thank you. You might have to give it to Rex. You might have to give it to me. I'm dumb enough to do it. Green Bean GM, Nick Shine, head coach. Can we get the fan base to start tweeting that? Can we do that? Jay, why would Kingsbury come here? What respectable coach would want to come here with a lame duck quarterback or a roster not built? We got 30 free agents. Why would a top tier Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn, Kingsbury, why would they want to come here? It can't just be us saying, let's get this guy. You got to flip it and put the shoe on the other foot and say, why would they want the Jets? How can they come here and succeed? Now, Rodgers moves on. Now, let's look at this. Interviewing happens in January and early February, right? Are you going to have an answer from Aaron Rodgers by then? If I'm interviewing for the coaching job of the New York Jets, which we could start tweeting, I'll do it. I'll submit a resume. I have at least coached in a Super Bowl. It was the Pop Warner Super Bowl, but I've coached in a Super Bowl. No offense to Sean McAteer, but I know you're from Temecula. We beat Temecula Valley from California, finished 5th in the nation. Why? Why would you choose the Jets? What's your plan? What do they have in place? You have a question with Aaron Rodgers. You don't know what his deal is going to be. You also have an Aaron Rodgers who'll be 41 years old, might not want to learn a new scheme, might want to have just a coach who runs the scheme. That's why we have Hackett. That's now we have Downing, because we had to cater to Aaron Rodgers and not wanting to learn a new scheme. There's so many negatives. There's so many questions, and there's no answers in sight. What if Rodgers leaves? Will Devontae want to stay? Will guys eligible for extensions, Sauce and Garrett and Brees, will they want out? What do you do with AVT? You can't. I said this offseason, I can't pick up his 5th-year option. I could see why they did it, but I said no because he hasn't been healthy. How do you pick him up for next year for 25 and $14 million? He's not playing like a $14 million. He's not even paying like an $8 million guard. 2 years ago, you could run behind AVT. Put him in a position on the line. He was dominating. He's one of the best offensive linemen in football in his 2nd year. 2 season-ending injuries. He just does not look the same. Could it be the scheme? Could a new offensive coaching change on the line maybe get him back to the form we previously saw? Possibly. No, I know they picked it up. I'm saying that going back in the offseason before the deadline, I was saying I could see why they wouldn't. I know they did pick it up, but I was one of the people saying they shouldn't have. I get why they did it, but I wouldn't have after the 2 season-ending injuries. Knob, thank you for the super chat. Flores is going to be the flex. He gets to get that crack in the head coach at head coach, and he gets Miami twice a year. Redemption arc. But again, no, Jake, they picked it up. They picked up the 5th year. So he's on the books for next year for 14.6. Jake, you got to watch my show more often, man. Yeah, I'll help teach you, Jake. Congratulations to Jake once again, the GOAT, on Halloween night, getting over 40,000 subscribers. That's crazy. I don't even think there was 40,000 fans in the goddamn stadium that night. Jake has more subs than there was fans in the stadium that night. And there will definitely be more subs than fans going forward. You want to see an empty stadium? Wait. And you know what? NFL, kudos for flexing out of the Jet Colt game. There was a portion of our fan base upset. Oh, how can you flex that out? Here's how. It looks like the 2 worst offenses in the NFL with old Joe Flacco and old Aaron Rodgers. Kudos. Kudos. Great question, Jay. Do we even have 40,000 Jets fans? Jake's probably got like 10,000 Knicks fans, maybe 10,000 Yankee fans, and maybe 20,000 Jets fans. And, oh, wait, I'm sorry. And 3 Nets fans. So that's what it is. You want to hear how much the Jets are jetting this year? We're trying to figure out if there's going to be more Jake Asman subscribers or fans in the stadium. Kudos to Jake for being in that conversation. Well, Connor, I say this with much love. You're young and dumb. You should have not done that to yourself, man. What happened to like the Chiefs and the Warriors? Be a front runner like your whole generation is, buddy. You have the internet. You can watch all these teams. Shout out to Connor and his channel. Kids evolving every day, man. It's fun to see. Yeah. Yeah. We can't sell out the stadium. We can't win. We haven't made the playoffs in Connor's life. And what? We're going to charge you more? Zach Rosenblatt just tweeted now, the Jets celebrated when the Colts and Broncos lost today, thinking it would help their playoff hopes. Can we stop with the playoff hopes? Can we stop? Connor will be married before this team makes the playoffs. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting what we are. It's embarrassing. We're at 81 subs for Bobby. The link is pinned. 4 more subs, and we open up the call-in lines. You have a second YouTube account? Go to it. Subscribe to Bobby. Let's get him to 85. And he'll wake up in the morning and go, holy shit, what happened? That's my Bobby impersonation. Hey, haven't seen this name in a while. DNY for life. If AR8 is here, who cares? We have Tyrod and Jordan T. A new head coach just needs to have total control. Was great meeting you and son last Thursday, Devin. What's up, my man? It was a pleasure. Your daughter was... If if the Jets would have lost that game, your daughter was the highlight of the night. She was awesome. Her energy was very, very impressive. MC Mays, we do not have the call-in link yet. The link that is right there that should be pinned still, let me know if it's not, chat, is for Bobby Midnight's new channel. He was over 600 subscribers, and somebody sabotaged his channel, putting up a pornographic photo. It was basically a hate crime, what we saw with one guy was doing to another guy. And his channel got shut down. YouTube responded to him already and said that it will not be back. So I want to try to help build Bobby up, get him that big number. It'd be great if we can get him over 100 tonight. That's great, Gator. Oh, that's great. If you would have texted me that in my rant earlier, I'd say that on air. Damn it. You know what? I still might say it on air. I just don't know when. Big Islanders fan, member of the channel for 1 month. Thank you. Better off flushing your money down the toilet than buying tickets for a Jet game. Now, I'm diabetic. If I eat sugar, I feel it. My nerves are literally burning and dying off when I have sugar. It would be less painful for me to just eat a dozen donuts than it would be go to a Jet game. Do you know what I love, though? I will say this, and I'll say it again and again and again. I absolutely love this community. I do. And we'll do what we always do. We'll get through it together. We'll have fun. We'll laugh. We'll cry. But you know what? Day in and day out, we got each other's backs. And that can't put a price on. That is worth the price of admission to being a Jet fan. Is the relationships being built through YouTube, through the Discord channel. Oh, what's the Discord channel, you ask? Oh, let me tell you. It's right here. And if you have been gifted a membership and you are on Discord, follow the instructions below and we'll add you to the group, unless your name is 25. That was for you, Rick Kent. You're my boy. And if you've ever wanted a life-changing moment, just get a hug from this lady. The hug from Leanie changed my whole life. It's the greatest thing to happen to me. I got you, buddy. Anyone fucks with Rick Kent, it's going to be me. And I'm not even that bold. Let's see. We got a number update on Bob? Anyone? Did we hit 85 yet? I'm open to hearing from you guys. We're at 85. Thank you, everybody. That was awesome. A nice 16-person spike during the show. So now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Not a Super Bowl appearance, not a playoff game, not a victory on a Sunday. Instead, it's call-in time. Everyone in the chat, Jets fans, even if you're coming from another team, I might not let you on because we've had some sabotage stuff happening in the community, and I'm probably just going to go with people that we know, but I appreciate you being in the chat, so don't get offended by that. The link is there. The link is pinned. You know what, Tom? I wish Bobby was here because Bobby knows how to ban people for like 5 minutes. He's the best at it. I don't want to accidentally do it, and then you're blocked from the channel. Bastard. I know. Boomtown asked a question. If we don't call in, could we trade that for a playoff game? No, because calling in is a possibility. Calling in is actually able to happen. Sorry, Boom. Sorry. You know what's going to suck when we go into Buffalo and we win that game? That's going to be the worst part of this whole season, is when we go into Buffalo and win that game. Oh, I know this face. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome my friend. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing, Nick? Let me
better. Yourself?
Let me pause you over here. I had you on the other TV too. Yeah, Jake. I'm sorry, Jake. Sorry.
I'll take that. If you called Jake Nick, he might look at you weird, but calling me Jake, I'll take that. That's a compliment.
Okay, sorry about that, bro.
That's all right.
I agree with 99.999% of everything that you said today. Everything. The only slight pushback that
you don't like me promoting Bobby's channel?
Oh no.
I'm fucking with you. I gotta lighten the mood, man. I'm tense. I gotta lighten the mood. Go ahead. What do you got?
Keep promoting it, buddy. But the only slight little pushback I have, and just hear me out, is this: with Sauce and Ahmad, like you said, he should be called because he couldn't cover a fucking biscuit. Okay? Here's where I have a problem with just trading them, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
This is his third year, correct?
Yeah.
His first 2 years, all pro, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, how do you go from all pro? If I spoke to you last year, you'd be saying to me, Rob, he's the best corner in all of football. You'd be saying to me. Nobody would be really arguing. Everyone would be saying, yeah, he is. He is. Now we go from that to this tells me coaching. This tells me coaching. How the fuck do you get that bad in 1 year? How the fuck do you go that bad? And everyone looks this way. It's not just him.
Let's pause there before you go any further.
Go ahead.
All right, let's pause there before you go further. Let's address that. I don't want you to throw out a bunch of points. Like, I'd rather go one by one.
Go ahead.
A lot of things that have been pointed out to us by other fans of other teams, we've ignored. He does hold a lot. We've heard that from everyone. Agreed?
Agreed.
He doesn't make plays on the ball. He doesn't turn around to even look for the ball. He's too busy trying to face guard and smack. He can't tackle. He's a liability in the run game. And teams are scheming that when we play a zone, they put the tight end on that side. So you're not even putting him on a receiver on certain plays because of our scheme. And you draft a corner that high, like I said, Surtain, Ramsey, even Stingley. Go play man, go shut a guy down, go be our number one corner. How many times is Reed the number one corner in a game because he just plays better? Sauce is not a clear-cut number one corner. And it raises the question, did the pass rush the last 2 years allow him to play better? Because now you don't have that same pass rush. You don't have that same pressure rate. And now he's giving up more. So chicken and the egg, right? Which came first?
No, I hear you. But
I get what you're saying. I'm not saying you have to trade him.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying I'm taking the call and seeing the offer. I'm not saying he's untouchable at this point. Let me back it up because I know I was angry before. I'm taking calls. I'm not making them, but I'm taking them.
No, I hear you. But here's the thing again, Nick. I'm going to push back here again because we're not talking about just Sauce. I can name about 10 guys on the team that are not playing like they're supposed to be playing. You could say the same thing about Quinnen. Quinnen, until the last 2 weeks, was playing like crap. And I know the double and triple teaming him, but he still did not look right.
Yeah.
Now, is it Quinnen again? Or is this coaching and putting them in the right position? Here's the problem that I had with firing Saleh, okay? And I'm not tooting my horn about Saleh. He's a great coach. It's got nothing to do with that. But here's where I had a problem with our stupid owner, Woody.
Okay.
He went out, he fired him after being 2-3. Now, say whatever you want. Saleh, for whatever reason, plays good against the Buffalo Bills. For whatever reason, we won with that jackass quarterback last year, okay, when we were down 10-0. Was not the right time to fire Saleh. Fire Saleh before the season starts. Fire Saleh at the end of the season, not after 2-3. Because you know what? Be careful what you ask for, because Ulbrich is a worse head coach than Saleh, and I don't think he's a great defensive coordinator. I really don't. So you know what? Too much is wrong.
Let's pause there. I think it's apples and oranges. Saleh was just the head coach. Yes, he would chime in with the defense, but he was the head coach. Now, we can argue that he didn't put as much time in as the offense, all that. But Ulbrich is now trying to be an interim head coach, trying to right a ship, trying to deal with the offensive changes and demoting Hackett and promoting Downing, and now being the head coach and now trying to still run the defense. I think it's not like you're promoting a who's it like a Dick LeBeau. You know what I mean? A guy who was defensive coordinator forever, and like you got to put him up, and you know that he's got the respect of the whole locker room. He's been there more than everybody. You're putting in a guy that's still a young coach. He is. You know, I think he played in the league when Rodgers was playing. So in terms of coaching, he's still young. He's not like it's man, who's the fat guy? He was a defensive coordinator for the Cowboys, the Broncos. He had like the white hair and the comb over.
You're talking about this, not Rex Ryan's brother, not Rob.
No, not Ryan. Damn it.
He's heavy set he was?
Yes. Somebody in chat. He was a defensive coordinator for years. He was the Cowboys. He was the Broncos. Wade Phillips. Yes. Thank you, Big. Yes. MC, thank you. I had a brain. But that's a guy who's been around forever. And the times I think he's been promoted a little bit here and there through firings. It's a guy that knows what it takes to run the locker room, either if it's just from one side of the ball.
Former head coach.
We set up another guy to fail.
Yeah, we did. And you know what? You're going worse here because you know what? Ulbrich doesn't have any head coaching experience, and he's expected to be a head coach and a defensive coordinator too. So we're 1-4 since Saleh has left. You know what, Nick? Just one more win, and we're still saying, oh, we're still in it. You know what? The Broncos lost today. Oh, you know what? What was the other? Who was the other team that lost also today? It was the Broncos who lost today. And who's the other team?
They lost to the Chiefs because the Chiefs and the refs blocked the field goal.
Yeah, and there was one other team that was in the hunt with us, and they also lost. I can't think of the second team.
The Chargers won. Bengals lost on Thursday.
Bengals. There's another team. So you know what? Now the situation's a little different here and stuff. They just went about it the wrong way, Nick. They should not have fired him right now. Fire him at the end of the year. That's fine.
That's
Clean
what we do.
Fire him. I want Vrabel in. Vrabel.
Why would Vrabel want us, though? Let me ask you that. All right. Everyone wants Vrabel. A lot of people want Vrabel. Why would Vrabel want the Jets? He's going to be the biggest team.
Why not?
He's got coaching experience. All right. You don't know the situation.
Get better. If
you got to deal with the ownership. You watch the shit show that the Jets are firsthand in New England. Your mentor and former coach Bill Belichick shits on the Jets all the time. Does it on the Pat McAfee show now, talking about Woody. Yeah. Why would you want here when you can have your pick of a more stable and less pressurized organization? Right, I'm not saying he wouldn't take the job, but why would he want it is the question.
Well, you know what?
He'll be on everyone's wish list. Why would he choose more money? Here?
Well, then they got to offer some more money. Whatever they need to do, Nick, because if it goes on that premises, then you know what? Bad teams never get good then. Well, we just won't go to the Jets. They're dysfunctional. They suck. I'm not going there. You can't. You gotta try. You gotta try to bring a good head coach who has experience like a Vrabel. I don't want these guys coming out of college who have no success rate. I don't. I want a guy like Vrabel who is a disciplinarian, who made Tannehill, look good and won a division title. I want guys like that because that's what this team needs. Now you get these prima donnas. I love Aaron Rodgers. But you know what? Aaron Rodgers has a little too much power. And you know what? A guy like Vrabel would not let him get away with half of the things that he does. And let's bring half of the Green Bay team over. And more than half of these guys sucked. Let's be honest here. You know, more than half of these guys suck from Green Bay that we brought over. It's too much. It's too much. You know what? I die for the days of Bill Parcells because guys like Bill Parcells didn't take this fucking crap, Nick. You know what? That's when respectability came back. And it's kind of like what Jake said. He left the linear of other people. You had Herm Edwards and you had Mangenius coming in and you had all these guys coming, and that all came from the Parcells trade. And that's why we were good for a while. But now that's dropped off and we're back to the same crap. And you know it's true. You know, because you're a fan just as long as I am. I know you are. So
you're older than me. You're older than me. Stop that.
I'm older. No, I am older. I don't know how old you are. I'm 55.
I'm 46.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm older. But no gray hairs yet. Not yet.
Oh, yeah. That's why I wear the hat, man. It's there. Look, I'm going bald, man. These are all Jets losses. These are all Jets losses. All the
that's got to be old Jet Grays there, buddy.
It is. Every time
that's why I won't grow up here.
I gotta grow because I got a baby face.
Yeah, you do. You have a young face. But you know what, Nick? I mean, they just got to stop this nonsense. They have no respectability. People laugh at us constantly. All these other stations laughing at us. And you know what? They're getting proven right. And we have egg on our face right now. Yeah. You know what? We got to get a crop of our team to keep. You know, guys like the Breeses and Wilsons and Jermaines and a small crop of people and the Williams brothers too. We got to keep them too. They're still good players. I'm sure you agree with that.
Yeah.
And then from there, we got to build with a coach. And I'm hoping that a guy like Vrabel does come. I hear what you're saying. It's not an attractive offer, but I want a guy like Vrabel to come because then you start to add respectability. Oh, you know what? They got Vrabel there. He's a respected coach. He's young. He's a disciplinarian. That's what they do.
And let me add one other thing to my counter of it. When you're a head coach in the NFL and you get fired, when you take that second job, a lot of times as head coach, it's your last chance.
Yes.
Are you willing to bet your coaching career as a head coach on being the head coach of the Jets? You got to factor that in.
Well, what about this? What about this? But if you do win with the Jets, how much notoriety do you get? How much sweeter is it? How was it with the Rangers?
Absolutely.
The Rangers won with Messier. What happened? Everyone said, oh, one of his titles there with the Rangers was worth 3 or 4 with Edmonton. Isn't that also true?
Like I said, though, you got to factor the Jets into it. It's not like it's another team. It's not. You're going into the big media market. You're going into a fan base that is rabid for playoffs. You're going into a media market and a fan base that has zero patience, and at the first sign of adversity will turn on you and destroy you. Why take it when there's not a win now roster in place? It is a project. Why?
Well, don't you still say that we have a talented roster? Even you said you to this day say that we still have a talented
at the end of the year, we have 30 free agents. We have 30 free agents on this roster. We don't know what next year's team is going to be. You're not going to have the money to bring them all back.
No.
We don't know what the 2025 Jets will look like. We don't know. It could be a complete turnover. So that's what I'm saying. There's more questions than there are answers with this team. If it was a team this year with Rodgers coming back, that's when you go and get the head coach. If you wanted to bring somebody in, it should have been done before, because now you sell the head coach with, you're going to have Rodgers for 2 years. We brought in Tyron Smith. You get a coach to come in when it looks great. and then you give him time to build it. You don't get a big name head coach when you're on the downswing. And believe it or not, after 15 years, the Jets are still on a downswing.
I just think, Nick, how did all these guys go wrong? Tyron, who's a Hall of Famer, okay? You have Tyron, you have Quinion having a bad year. You had Mike Williams go to the Steelers today and make a tremendous catch, and they won, which you knew was going to happen.
Of course.
I knew that crap was fucking happening.
Yep.
All those things went against us today, okay? And the way our team played. That tells me 100% coaching. So we have some talent, but they're not being coached the right way. You just said it a minute ago. These schemes are like Pop Warner. I mean, you coached what? High school? What did you coach?
Pop Warner.
Okay, Pop Warner. And you're seeing these plays, and you're giggling here. You know what?
Yeah.
What do you think these other 31 teams are saying?
Yeah.
They're fucking laughing at us.
It's whenever we go 5 wide, they back their safeties off 8 yards. They know Rodgers is going to do the quick pass. And then as soon as the ball snapped, they come flying up and they drill. Devontae Adams got fucking drilled by the safety today, flying up because they know they're going to do the quick pass.
Yeah.
You know what? Shout out to the Detroit Lions. The quarterback throws 5 interceptions and they still win the game.
Still win the game. And look what happened with the Chiefs today. They still won the game today. Denver almost beat them. They get a block, a three-pointer, game over, 9-0. But those are the teams that know how to win, and we don't. So that tells me a lot of this problem is coaching, and it's to the disgusting level. Because we can all sit here, Nick, and say, oh, if we cut Berline a long time ago, we might have had 2 or 3 more wins, correct? So you know what? This is coaching, knowing what to do. And you know what? We have not known what to do for the past couple of years. And that's the fucking problem. Yeah. That's what I miss.
It's not always just a coaching change that does it. It's not like we're young and loaded with, remember when Mark Jackson got fired from the Warriors and Kerr came in and took his team to the championship time and time again? Yeah. We're not there. We're not. Do we have talent? Yes. Do I think a better offensive line scheme with Olu, Simpson, Tittman, ABT, and maybe a new right tackle next year? Because, again, why would Morgan Moses want us, right? This is the question that has to be asked. I went there twice. It doesn't work out there. It's going to get toxic. We know it's going to get toxic on Twitter and in the media. Why would these players want here if they have options to go elsewhere? Sheldon Rankins left. Right. The guys get options. Jefferson left. It's.
But do you think if we get a guy like Vrabel, aren't those people going to want to come to see a steady coach like him? He does have a good reputation. You get a guy like him in there, people are going to want to come because they're going to say, oh, you know what? The Jets look like they finally got it right. Mike Vrabel is a respected, good coach. It's got to start one at a time, Nick. One at a time.
Correct. And then you're at Domino 5 that we got him. Yes. Domino 1 is, why would he want to come here? Would he come here? Would he even take an interview?
Give him the money.
Yeah, but everyone's going to have money. If you're the top head coach on the market, you're going to have money. Everyone's going to have money.
I know, but Woody will spend. And you know what? If you see at least the group of Garrett Wilson, Jermaine, Brees, then you start to say, you know what? This is not a total rebuild. This is a retooling, but not a rebuilding. You know what? This I can fix if I get the quarterback situation right. And then you know what? If you have to bring Aaron just for one more year while somebody sits behind him. Now I don't love the quarterbacks coming out of this crop. What was that? Cam Ward from Miami. Sanders. What's the other guy? Milroy. I mean, I'm not in love with the quarterbacks coming out. But you know what? Jake is right. It's like a dart throw. You don't know.
Yeah. You don't.
Who's going to do well? You don't. You got to take a chance. You got to keep trying, right? Until you get the quarterback situation right. Everyone thought,
You know who I want? You know who I want?
Tell me.
Give me Brian Dable. If the Giants fire Dable, that's my guy. because you look at the schemes and you look at Daniel Jones, and there's always the all 22 guys are open, and it just don't have the quarterback. Give me Brian Dable and let Brian Dable pick their quarterback. I'm all in. I am 100% all in on Brian Dable. I hope the Giants are dumb enough to fire Dable and not stick with him, because that would be my guy at the top of the list. The second he gets fired, I am calling him. I was like, we'll give you whatever you want. That's a guy that I want because he's built the schemes. He's attacked. He's very creative.
Offensive.
He's offensive-minded guy. He has success.
So you would take him over Vrabel? I mean, if you had the choice.
Brian Dable, if he gets fired, he goes to number 1 on my wish list instantly.
Okay.
Instantly.
I wouldn't say no to that. I'd rather have Vrabel, but I wouldn't say no to what you're saying. I wouldn't say no.
Sound of thing. Vrabel, Dable, they're very close. You know, you could say that you said it, and maybe some people may not have heard it.
Oh, you didn't hear me right.
I got to take a break.
I
got to. That's it. I got to take a break. I got to pee. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it. And
good luck with the show, buddy.
Thank you,
like
buddy.
The content. It's very good.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man. All right. I will be back in a minute. We are going to lost the Sunday videos. Can't play those. You know what? Screw it. Bobby Midnight's new channel launched. Let's play it again. And it's been a rough year. If anything can make us smile, it's Bobby. And Sweet Cheeks.
Proud year, Jet fan Nick Shine here, chiming in with Noel here. Sweet Cheeks is their code name. Fantastic. Coming over, giving Bobby and Mike love.
Yeah, we're going back to Cleveland, New Jersey, and New York.
I'm from Queens. I was born and raised, but I went to Disgrace.
You're from Queens?
I'm from Queens. I love you guys.
Love you too. You're the best too, right?
You guys Gator. Let's get it, Jets. Let's get it, Jets.
Go get him, Jets.
Gonna win, baby. Give me this cup.
Bobby Midnight. Bobby Midnight. I am Brad. I watch your channel. Can I take a picture with you?
Is that your boyfriend?
Is my girlfriend?
Can I
take a picture with you?
Mikey, don't touch, Mikey.
I love you. I know you're beautiful.
Remember, all right, what's their YouTube?
I have it on my.
No. I already told you. What's the YouTube?
I'm drunk.
It's the legendary Bobby Midnight. The legendary Bobby Midnight. 5 interceptions, and they win. How about this? Jared Goff was 1 interception short of the amount of points that we scored today. We scored 6. Jared Goff threw 5 interceptions. The only difference, they won. Son of a bitch, man. Son of a bitch. So, what are we thinking, guys? Call lines are open. Let's see what you guys think. Shout out to Rob. Good call. Good conversation. Oh, you know what I got to do? I forgot to do this before. Forgive me. Shout out to Gator, who gifted 5. Excuse me. Gator gives 5. I'll gift 1. And mine went to Mark Reese. I saw Mark tonight. Mark came to Woodbridge Brewing Company. Saw him. So there you go. See, if you come hang out with me, good things happen to you. It's a shame that the Jets didn't show up, but my buddy Bill and his son did. Mark showed up with a couple friends. Ray was there. They came over late, but they showed up. Jets never did. Sad. It's sad, this team. Let's see where we're at. I know we got to get some new emojis. You know what I want to add? I want to add this emoji. We need a Mikey. We need a Mikey dancing emoji. If we get to the next level, we will add that. I'll tell you right now how far away we are. We are 25 away. We lost a few. Yeah, we're 25 away. Oh, yes. Yes. All right. Mikey might have to take a back seat. A paper bag emoji. I like it, Gator. Thank you. I got it, Gator. I'm forwarding it right now to myself. We got something new here. Telephone pole emoji. You know what? You guys get us there to that level. You pick whatever you want. Whoever does the gift to get us there. That's always been a thing on the channel. You get us there, you have input. I'm working on it. Give me a moment. Old man interneting, I know. Oh, sorry. Old man interneting calls for.
There's been a lot of you out there asking about who he be. Well, he's about to let you know.
He's Charles.
This rap is so hot, you'll play it on a loop. You'll never get the recipe for chicken noodle soup. Soup or a spider or even a bat. Got nothing on me or Bobby with his hat. Lady's gotta be a 10 if I'm gonna date her. Shout out to my homie, his name is Gator. I'm Charles.
To all you other guys trying to rap on Jake's show, got nothing on this guy and his flow.
He's Charles.
These bars be so hot, I'll get invited on Fallon. You know who won't? That hater, Alan. My comic book and movie takes are so hot and wild. Since my last...
All right. So Gator tricked me, and I didn't realize it. Leany, congratulations. You've made the background. He's removed Aaron Rodgers. On this side, he's added me and Bobby, which I love. He's added me, Jake, and Gator, which I love. And then right underneath Tom Ace. Brace yourselves for this. You've all been waiting for it. If I had a pick of the next emoji on this channel, it would be... Oh, perfect, Gator. My name's over it. Perfect. 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 Let me see if I can remove that for a second. There you go. It's a washer for laundry. In the perfect place underneath the name bubble. So it's there. You see the top of it. You know it's there. Thank you, buddy. Who he be? You know who he be. Nothing like finishing your cup of coffee at 11:50 at night. Oh, yeah. We got to get some memberships in if we want to add that. Tom Ace just sent that to me. Same old Jets with the bag over the head. We got to get some more memberships in. We get some more memberships in, that will drop. I love that Addison shares the Addison one. Yes, that was the first. That was the first proud New York Jet fan and Jake Asman production. Maybe there'll be more. The offseason started already, so it's a long offseason. We got like 9-10 months till games begin. I can't believe this happened, man. I can't believe this happened to this team. I can't believe that this happened to this team. Yeah. Yeah, I might have a catalog like Eminem by the time next season gets here. Oh, Lord. This team. Big Will with a good comment. Rodgers has too much power. He gave back $35 million, and they hired his boys, totaling more. He's a quarterback, not an OC or head coach. I know players say they love him. Let's be real. Can they say different? It's a good point. It's a very good point, Will. Leany, I'm honored. I'm honored to be with you. Well, not with you like that. I mean, you're married and all. Just, you know what I mean, girl. Good work, Gator. Can we get a sequel to I Am Charles called I'm Charles 2? I thought about a Charles in Charge type of thing. I don't know if Charles will do it. I called Charles today to ask him if he wanted to come to the game and watch it. No, I'm good. Thank you. You have a good day, Nick. It hangs up. He comes on the show and he'll talk for an hour. But I called him and asked him if he wanted to come. He's like, no, I'm good. Thanks for asking. Have a good day, Nick. Take care. I'm like, all right, buddy. Totally shut me down. Like I was blowing up his spot. He treated me like Bobby when Mike calls like 50 times. Hey, he's smart. All right, I figured this was going to be a night where everybody wanted to vent, everybody wanted to throw out their Jets takes. If Gator, this is also how Bobby's channel ended. Bobby's channel ended this way. So it's already been done. It's a rap about a superhero with a huge bulge who attacks the villain with his tongue. I can't do it because I know if I do it, it'll become a thing. Got to be careful what you say or do. As you could tell here, I can't even do laundry without my washing machine. And also, that's an old washing machine, Gator. You got to get the new Samsung. Jaden, you're 24. Shut the fuck up. You don't even know what complaining is yet, dude. Read the room. Read the room, dude. Wow. Shout out to Neek, who watches the channel. Zach Rosenblatt tweeted before that I read it. The Jets celebrated when the Colts and Broncos lost today, thinking it would help their playoff hopes. But there's no hope, not anymore. Their season died in the desert. It's not that shocking. My story from Arizona. Neek tweeted, did you see and hear them celebrating? He replied, yes. So I guess they wasted so much energy celebrating that they had no energy when they hit the field. Which scent of cologne do you like best? Jake asking the big hitting questions here. The two that I use the most are Bleu de Chanel and Million. Those are the two that I have. Yeah, you know what, Jaden? I did yell at you a minute ago, but sometimes Jaden's got a good point. Bring Carly in for trivia. Trivia was fun the other night. Jaden, I take back me yelling at you. Sometimes you youngsters have good thoughts. Oh, nice. I wonder if the Jets are giving out coupons for their cologne like they give out coupons for wine. New York Jets cologne for when you don't want to score. Man. Yeah. Bleu de Chanel? I think that's what it is. Hell, I have it on now. Did I say that right? Yeah, this one. And then this is the other one. Paco Rabanne. Oh, where are you? Why would you? Paco Rabanne, Million. That's the other one that I have. Boba Jet here with his 5-month membership to the channel. Super chat. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. No words for this garbage. We roll out weekly. I gave up hope 3 weeks ago, so this loss doesn't hurt. It was expected in my eyes. Yeah. Gary's saying, I'm not sure what sickens me more, the Nets big three or the Aaron Rodgers Jets. Kind of the same, right? Oh, man. It's a shame. It's a shame, man. The possibilities were here. The talent is here. You know, you can have bad coaching, make bad decisions as a manager, but a guy goes and hits a 3-run home run, you look good. We're not hitting 3-run home runs. Hell, we couldn't even get a touchdown. Coaching is so important in football. It is by far the most important sport. Basketball, you draw up all the plays. Guys aren't making shots. Guys aren't making shots. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to say. If oh, shut up, Clancy. You wear Newports. Relax. No, you can't. You got to be able to open it up. You got to be able to have misdirections. You got to be able to get guys open on routes by freezing the defense. Look at that. The play today. Murray just throws it up because they snuck the tight end out. Just throws a Hail Mary, 30 yards. The guy's wide open. He knew he was going to get killed. He threw the ball up knowing they would be open. Because the Jets are so fixated on trying to stop the run that they all went for the fake and a guy just snuck out. You might think you're covering up the Newport, but the rest of us, you're not. All right. If nobody else wants to call in, we'll start wrapping it up. Listen, it might be a bad year. Might be. It's a bad year. But at least we still have Boomtown's What Did We Learn? Such a hater. You're making fun of me in the chat and I'm the hater? I'm just defending myself. All right. Somebody called in. We will delay. Call-ins will keep us delayed. Call-ins and memberships will keep us delayed. Ladies and gentlemen, I need an updated Joe Douglas record.
32. Wait, 20. Yeah, no, 30 and 63, I think. Is that right? What is that?
You're the keeper.
It was
What was he going into the season? You said
20,
it 4 million times.
27 and 56. So that's 3. That's 30.
So he's 30 and 63.
30 and 63. I thought so. 30 and 63. That's unbelievable that he still has his job.
He doesn't. He doesn't. He's just under contract at the end of the year, so there's no sense in firing him.
I think this is Sean Marks thing, man. I think the owner likes him, and that's that. I would not be shocked. I wouldn't bet on it at this point. I would not be shocked if he's back next year. I'm just putting that out there.
He's not going to be back next year. He's not going to sign an extension. Again, why would he want to sign here? If the Jets wanted him, which I don't think they will.
Because
why?
There's only 32 GM jobs in the NFL in the whole world, right? This is one of 32. This is a very, very elite job. If he doesn't get this one, he will never get another one again. So if he wants to be a GM in the NFL, this is his job. It's not like putting together a 30 and 63 roster is going to get knocks on your door from any of the other 31 teams. So if he wants to be a GM, this is his job. Obviously, I wouldn't bring him back. I would have fired him 2 days before he was hired. But
I know.
I'd say the same thing about Sean Marks. How bad does he have to do to get fired? I don't think there's an answer to that. Like I just think the owner likes him. If the owner likes you, that's all that matters.
It's almost like, hey, we know we're not getting anyone else. The job is yours. Shout out to Boba Jet for gifting a proud NYJ fan membership. That went to Mike Rubino. Congratulations, Mike, and thank you, Boba. You're a good man. You're a good man. Even though the team is down, this fan base stays up. It's amazing.
It's tough. I've seen, I'm close to your age, right? We're about the same age. I've seen so many losing Jet seasons, but I don't think any of them has ever hurt like this. Like really, I've never been so hurt as a Jet. Usually the Mets. This kind of hurt.
99 hurt bad when Vinny went down with the Achilles because we had Super Bowl expectations. We had the coaching. We had the same team that we lost the year before. 99 is still the one that stings. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jake coming in with a membership. Thank you, Jake. I went to Lee Van. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate you, buddy. And I believe Carly is still in search of a membership. Whoever gives Carly a membership gets to co-host a show with me, and we will send you the picture that got Bobby's channel canceled. So you get a 2-tier prize.
Bobby's channel is back up, though, isn't it?
I created a new one for him. It's the Legend Bobby Midnight.
Okay.
If you search on YouTube, the Legend Bobby Midnight.
Okay. Because I saw he went live today. I was out and about, but I saw that he went live today. I got a link.
Oh, look at that. Lee Van already paying it forward, giving a membership out that went to Franklin Fung. Thank you, Lee Van. Thank you, everyone.
Lee Van's a good man. He's a real one, Lee Van. Shout out to Lee Van.
He is. He is. I've met him a couple times. It's always fun. Very nice. I like that. He got it instantly, pays it forward. And the search for Carly is still out there.
She's got to have gift receipts turned off or something, right? I mean, there's no way
she had it. She had it, and it just expired. She had it for a couple months. Cardinals just scored again. Too soon, man. Too soon. Much like their touchdowns. It was too soon.
I just don't know where this season got away, right? Like last year in 99, it's easy. Like the quarterback got hurt, everyone got hurt. You write the season off. I don't know where this season, why this team sucks like this. I get that they're terrible. I just don't understand why.
Yeah. It gives me vibes of when Favre got hurt and didn't tell anybody. He's not throwing the ball downfield. The routes are all short, like they're protecting him.
Who was the backup quarterback on the team? Was it Kellen Clemens?
What? When Vinny got hurt?
No, on the Favre team. I know. What was that? 2008, I guess it was. Who was the backup on that team?
Was it Clemens? I think Clemens.
Sorry about a quarterback with a rocket arm and 0 accuracy. I like young Clemens though. I wish that would have worked out. 2008.
I think it was Clemens because then after Favre, we drafted Sanchez the next year.
Yeah, and Glenn Clemens was the backup on that team too, right? In 2009 and then 2010 they got Brunel.
Yes.
That was that 2008. Yeah, it was Colin Clemens as the backup quarterback. What were they? They were like 9-3, and then they lost 4 in a row. That team.
Yeah. Yeah. We went 1-4 in the last 5, I believe.
Yeah, 1-4 in the last 5. So 8-3, and then finished 9-7. Brutal.
It is.
Had some really tough luck as a Jets fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I was in the airport in Michigan, there was a Lions fan who was trying to like console me and like give me advice, like stick to it, kids. Like, hey, listen, your team's been good for like 2 months, all right? Like, don't start getting cocky and arrogant with me now. Like, just chill, okay? Like, you're no better than me. You're a Lions fan. You've never seen your team win. And living in the DFW, living in Fort Worth, the Cowboy fans who laugh at you for being a Jets fan, like, are you kidding me? My team's been to 3 championship games since you've been to 1. Like, I understand my team, okay, doesn't have the best recent history. You can't laugh at me. Your team's a disaster too. I understand you make the playoffs every year, and then you get blown out in the first round. It's harder for me to take Cowboy fans than it is Yankee fans. Like, that's how much I dislike the Cowboys.
Yeah, it's they're rough. They're definitely
my
rough.
division, and I hate them.
No, you're right. You're right. It's there's just an arrogance about them that is hateable. You know,
stuff they
you're
did
the same
30,
record
50 years ago. I was like, this isn't like this isn't in your lifetime, really.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know. I can't even think about them. Macau says, I'm in Fort Worth. Cowboys fans are the worst. He tells no lies. I'm in New Jersey and they're the worst. I couldn't imagine how bad it is down there. Thanks for watching, Macau. Oh, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I never saw 3-7. I never saw Rodgers playing and being 3-7.
Doesn't make any sense. The defense.
None.
Did Kyler Murray really go 22 out of 24 today?
Dude, I think it was 18 straight.
Yeah.
And they were all wide open. He wasn't like threading the needle. They were all wide open. Like, that Arizona offensive coordinator put together the blueprint on just how to attack this defense, and he executed it perfectly.
It's got to be a lack of effort, though. I mean,
excuse me.
22 out of 24, 18 straight. He's not Drew Brees, right? Like, he's not. I mean, look, he played great. He's a top-tier quarterback, but that's ridiculous. Like, he's basically throwing a perfect game out there on us.
He did. And it wasn't like the bomb after bomb, like Dante Culpepper throwing or Randall Cunningham throwing deep to Moss. Like it was precision. It was execution. It was
you knew after that
it was
first
well done
drive,
on his part, man.
Oh, it's gonna be a long day. I just knew after that first drive, this is not gonna be our day. This is not gonna be our day, man.
No, it certainly was not. You were right with that. Oh man, I don't even know what to do at this point.
So what do
I always
is
know
it,
what
is
to
it
say.
mock
I know
draft
I can always
season?
figure out what to say, right? I don't know.
Is it mock draft season now? Is that what we're doing?
My buddies Dom and Adam in the Twitter group, they were like, "Oh, mock draft start." I go, "Gives a shit about a mock draft? Like we need 20 players for next year.
I know.
Like what does a mock draft do right now? It's not like we need one player or we're built to win. Like I can't even get excited about a mock draft. I don't know. I really don't know, man. It's so disheartening to be where what we thought we finally had to now have nothing.
Yeah.
And have nothing this soon.
But we have the fan base, though. This fan base, man, it is something else. Like, there's no hope now. Like, this was the one year that we had hope. Next year, we got to tear this thing down or just be worse, right? Like, next year, I don't even want to think about next year. Right? It's like, you waited all your life to get to Christmas, and last year was Christmas. And then Christmas morning, you open up your present and say, no, you have to wait for next year to get your Christmas present. Then you wait all year, and you get to next year, and then you open up your Christmas present, and it's cold. It's a pair of socks. It's like, this is what I waited for. This is a disaster.
It's like opening up presents on Christmas morning and there's nothing there, or just like a Mike Tyson punch comes out and punches you in the face, and you're like, next year Christmas is gonna be better, and then you get punched by Tyson and Holyfield next year, and then the third year it's Tyson, Holyfield, and then Riddick Bowe comes in. Like it doesn't stop. Like you think every year it's gonna get better. You think every year this is going to be the year that changes, and it just it hasn't.
How is the team worse than when they were with Zach Wilson and Tim Boyle? How are they worse?
I can't believe I'm going to say this for coaching. You had Saleh here, and then we thought it would get better firing him, and it didn't.
The wheels were coming off with Saleh. You lost to Denver. The penalties, like it.
Good night, Jake.
Like, do you think it would be better if Saleh was here? I mean, it couldn't possibly be worse, so maybe, but would it really have made a difference? I guess.
I think we win in New England.
Probably. You're right. You're right about that.
I don't know about today. Today was bad. But
well, I mean, it's
so bad. I mean, we had 3 games where you can look at the kicker and say, if we have a better kicker, we win those 3 games. Today, you just got the shit beat out of you. And I went on a rant. If you missed the beginning of the show, the first 20, 25 minutes, I went on a fucking anger rant, and I never do that. So if you missed that, anyone in the chat, I highly recommend going back and watching the beginning, especially if you're one of the people that always say, oh, you're too positive. And no, not anymore. Not after today. Not after this. You had extra time off to prepare, and today was a playoff game. I was nervous before the game, and my buddy Billy was with me. Him and his son came to watch with me and Nick, and he's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "I'm nervous, man. This is a playoff game. Like, you have to win this game. Like, the playoffs have started. It started with the Houston game. As soon as we lost to New England, every game was a playoff game. So for those who said we haven't been in a playoff game, guess what? We were in a playoff game today, and we fucking lost.
I lost all hope after the Pittsburgh game. Like, that really tore me up. I mean, the Mets lost that day too. I said my Mets and the Jets, their season ended on the same day. I'm glad that you held out hope a couple of weeks longer. But when Pittsburgh put up 31 straight on us, I was checking out.
Yeah. You know what, Scott? This is our season right here. Our kicker made 2 kicks today. We make 2 kicks against Buffalo, we win. Today we only make 2 kicks. So it's like, do we get 20 points or do we get field goals? Do we get touchdowns or do we get field goals? We can't get both. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I just don't know where we go from here, right? Like, I mean, next year's not getting better. You know, it's like with my Nets. Like, okay, the team is young. Most of these players aren't going to be here. Like, it's fun watching the Nets work their ass off and compete and then lose. Like, there's nothing fun about this Jets season, right? Like, there's nothing good to take away from this. This is horrendous.
Jay coming in and letting everyone know that after the opening drive, it was 7-0. That's all he can be talking about right now. I know you're not saying that's anything else other than the score after the first drive. Oh, Boom with a good point. All right, way to be positive, Boom. If Zerline kicked for us today, we would have been shut out.
Excellent point, Boom.
Very, very good point.
That has facts, too. No one would argue that.
Yeah. We could go on a run, and it would be just like Malachi Corley's run. We would drop the ball. Yeah. My God, you guys aren't helping me right now. Saleh with Zach beat Green Bay with Rodgers. What's up, Alan? Sitting energy with a bunch of Lions fans watching Goff throw pick after pick after pick after pick after pick, and yet they win. Unreal. I can't believe you were still on, Nick. Be home at 2:30 a.m.
Wait, Alan is in Houston at the...
I think so. Yeah, he went to the game. Someone offered him a ticket, I think.
There you go.
I don't know. What are we tanking for, though, guys? Like, who is there to take?
Do not say Quinn Ewers. I do not say Quinn Ewers.
I know you are.
Do not say Quinn Ewers.
Oh, all right. I thought you said.
Do not say Quinn Ewers.
I'd take.
I've been like, Quinn Ewers is not the guy since his junior year of high school. I'm like, this is not the one. This is not the guy. If he ends up on the Jets, I'm gonna disown the Jets.
Listen, I love mock drafts as much as anyone. I love them. I love the renewed hope. But right now, you gotta figure out the GM. Let's do mock front office. Like,
there you go.
We need a GM. We need a head coach. We need to know if Rodgers is coming back. All right, change that. We need to know if Rodgers is coming back. Then we got to get a GM. Then we got a head coach. Then we got to figure out who's going to be here and who's not. Then we got to sign free agents. Then I can worry about a mock draft. Like, what's the point of doing a mock draft when we don't know what the roster is going to be?
Can I ask a question? There's been like people say Rex. How come no one says Tannenbaum as bringing him back as GM?
God, no.
How come?
No, I can't.
Was he that bad though?
Tannenbaum's the reason that we sucked for a decade, because he traded away all the mid-round picks that build the depth of your team and give you hope for the future. And he traded mid-round picks for the Mark Sanchez draft. We had 3 draft picks.
Yeah, no.
We had Sanchez, Sean Green, and Matt Slauson. We had a 1, a 3, and a 6. That was the draft. Like, we had no backups. We had no future. We had no depth because he didn't value mid-round picks. So he just traded them away for veterans. And then the veterans would leave in a year or two, and then you didn't have anybody on the roster.
All right, that's fair. The Rex, how do you feel? The Rex Ryan thing drives me insane. I hate when people say that.
I went over that earlier too. We fired Rex and we fired Saleh for the same reason. You were a defensive coordinator trying to be a head coach. You had no involvement in improving the offense in any way, shape, or form. Why would you go back to that? Like, do you think Rex became a better head coach sitting at ESPN? Like, again, you took a guy, he went to another place, he went to Buffalo, he failed there. Like, that's it. You usually get 2 shots. You failed in both places. You don't go back. This is not the Yankees with Billy Martin. Like, you don't go back to Rex because he likes the team. You want to be defensive coordinator? I'd entertain that. But I can't have you at the head of the table because you're not meant for that role. And you won't bring in a respect. What are you going to do? You bring back Rex and Schottenheimer? You're going to run that back? You know what I mean? Like, what are we going to – no. And of course, somebody, listen, I love Jake. Everyone knows that. But I stopped listening to sports talk radio because of Joe Beningo. And him screaming it makes perfect sense. Because I remember stopped listening to the fan because of Beningo screaming for Rex to be fired. Make it make sense. He was screaming. Him and Evan were screaming for Ryan to get fired. He's not a head coach. Now you want him to be head coach again? Stop.
Remember when it's always better, right? You only remember the good times. You don't remember that the game passed him by when he was coaching. And
all the women I dated remember the bad times. All the women I've dated remember the bad times.
Well, that's
I
different.
try to bring up the good times. They're like, yeah.
But
they're like, okay,
What's
I'll
this so
trade you
negative
that
for?
one good time for all of these bad times. Remember when you showed up drunk? Remember when you passed out on the floor? And they're still going. That's just for one good memory. It's the same Jet story again. Like, you don't have a guy who can get to the quarterback consistently. Will McDonald does. But Will McDonald, to me, is a great compliment. Reddick will be gone. So now you got to find another defensive end. You got to find another defensive tackle to play next to Quinnen. You got to get a run stuffer. You got to get a linebacker to play next to Quincy. I think Sherwood's gone. And CJ, God bless you. I know you keep reducing your salary and adding years, but listen, CJ, you got to go. Like, we got to get younger. We got to get better. We got to go get a stud linebacker who can come in. Even you go find a third-round guy to come in and be the heart of the defense next to Quincy.
Is Sherwood on an expiring deal? You just don't want him back. I think he's
a free agent, and I think he'll get paid. I think he'll get paid. You have an option. Like, I feel bad because he's there to make tackles, but he's got the club on his hand and he can't wrap and make the tackle. So he's missing tackles uncharacteristically because he's got the club on the hand.
Has he been here 4 years already? Yeah, he was the 2021 draft class, right?
Yeah.
Wow, time flies.
Yeah. But give me a minute. I'll be back. You're welcome to hang out if you want, but I drank a lot of water tonight. I smoked 2 cigars, so I probably consumed more water than I should, and it's all been coming out today. So you're welcome to hang. If where are we here? What is this brand? Why is this like this? Oh, there we go. I don't know when that.
You want me to entertain the chat while you go take care of
know
business?
What? Go ahead, Gary.
Go ahead. I can do that. It's the Proud NYJ Fan show with your host, me, filling in for Nick.
Co-host.
Sign, read, make sauce, wait. I mean, I guess it's the Gary show. I'm the captain now. I'm the chief. This is my show. What I say goes. So what do you guys want to talk about? You guys want to talk about Sherwood? I wouldn't mind bringing Sherwood back. He's still young. I think he's like 24. Same draft class as Zach Wilson. I'd bring him back. Who do we want as head coach? You guys want to do something dumb? You want to hire a college head coach because it's sexy? You guys want to do something like that? You just screw the franchise over that way? Or how should we fumble this? How many times a day do you use the word sailor? I would say on average, Gator, less than one. Who do I want as head coach? I like the idea of Flores. I haven't really thought it through much. I like the idea of Flores. Pete kept saying that. I like that idea, but I know a lot of people want to go offense. You know, stop the insanity, stop what we've been doing, and get an offensive-minded head coach. I don't mind that as an idea. I haven't thought it through much. You know, Ben Johnson is the name. I don't know if you guys want a guy with head coaching experience. Watching the Lions live twice this year makes me realize how far the Jets are from competing. Yeah, Alan, they're not close. They're That's what I'm saying. What's gonna happen Friday night? A whole lot of nothing, Gator. A whole lot of nothing. Mario Barrios is gonna win. My boy from San Antonio, good friend of mine. He's gonna win.
Are you
but
going to it?
No, I have. It's no.
No?
The Giants. I'm not going.
Is your guy like your
versus
boy?
the YouTuber.
He's not your fighter, right?
No. It's just a friend of mine. I've known. He's from San Antonio. I work a lot in San Antonio. I've known the kid for years. Are the Giants really entertaining firing Dabble? I mean, I don't know how they couldn't be. They lost to the Panthers. I mean, if you lose to the Panthers, you got to make some life changes.
He would go. He gets fired instantly. He goes to the top of my wish list. He would be the number one guy at the top of my wish list because he has the scheme. He just doesn't have the guy to run
OC
it.
Or head coach?
Head coach. Either one. But I would bring him in as head coach because I think other teams will eat him up because he does have the scheme. And if you're getting fired, that might be the guy that you have to scoop up, right? A guy who's had success. I don't care about the name. This is what my number one requirement is. I want a guy who can devise a scheme to succeed in the NFL. If you watch the Giants and you watch the All-22, there are plays. I think Connor Hughes tweeted it out today. There's a play where a guy was wide open, 15 yards deep on a crossing route. You hit him. He turns up. It's a 60-yard touchdown. Jones never saw him. Like, Jones is the issue, not the scheme. And he devises a good scheme. That's what I want. I want someone who can devise ways to get Devontae and Garrett open, downfield, in space to catch and run. This team won a playoff game with Daniel Jones at quarterback.
That's an incredible feat.
As bad as Daniel Jones is now, they won a playoff game with Jones at quarterback.
A road game, too.
Yeah.
It's not an easy. Winning a road playoff game, never an easy thing to do. Although, I kind of knocked down how important it is to win a playoff game when Tim Tebow won a playoff game.
Yeah,
I mean, I do have a Tim Tebow Jets jersey.
You play a weak division winner. I get it, but I need a guy who has put pen to paper, has put chalk to a board, and devised and designed and schemed ways to attack defenses. Not with going to the line, wasting 40 seconds of a play clock, trying to adjust every little route. Then you run the play, and you're still not on the same page because you both didn't pick up the same read. I want break, get to the huddle, boom. And the play is designed so well that someone will be open, and you just hit the open guy. I'm tired of watching this. All right, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. I do this. Like, I want to die watching this.
You want to do something crazy and hire like a college coach? You want to hire Lane Kiffin, Dabo Swinney to ruin this franchise? We can do that. I mean, at least that'll be fun for a while. People have hope.
Yeah, but Kiffin hasn't done it. He's a good college coach. I'd leave him there. I'd stay there for him. How you doing, Nate? Nate, you're on air. I hope you're not getting yelled at.
Hey, what's up?
Hold on. There is no way Scott Foster took 159 steps today. There's no way I believe that. You seem like the guy, like if you're going to drink and watch football, you fill the cooler up and put it next to the couch so you don't even have to get up.
159 steps today. Like, that doesn't even seem possible. Like, did you get up to go to your fridge and back? Like, I feel like that's more.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like the. Oh, you're sick?
Oh, you're sick.
Oh, so you walked around more than normal to try to sweat it out. I get it.
I gotcha.
Feel better, Scott. Nate, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm just waiting for you and Gary to start arguing about non-football stuff.
How's that Bridges trade working out, Nate?
I'm kidding. Don't do it. I'm kidding. Don't do it.
Getting another lottery pick out of the Bucks pick. So factor that in.
The Bucks pick is good, but I think the Knicks pick is still going to be a bottom 4, bottom 5 pick. Knicks are going to be good. I think you and I both know that.
I think Net fans are celebrating the Bridges trade, thinking the Knicks are going to be a 500 team. They're not. The Knicks will figure it out. They'll be good. They'll be ready to go by the playoffs. They'll be fine. I don't know how good Cleveland is. What was that?
Cleveland's been together for 4 or 5 years, so it's paying off. They're a good defensive team, and they've been together for 4 or 5 years.
I love watching teams like lose LeBron and get better. I can't wait for LeBron to leave the Lakers and they get good.
Well, at this point, yeah. I mean, I don't know why they feel indebted to him, like Kobe. It's like he's not a lifelong Laker. He came here at the end of his career. Yes, he won a Mickey Mouse ring. I understand. He got you the bubble ring, but like he's not a lifelong Laker. Like you can just push him out. You don't need him here. He's not Magic. He's not Kobe. Like say goodbye to him.
Well, he got the bubble ring, and he also had P. Diddy blow out his O-ring. So, either way.
It's a family affair
now.
Not getting rid of Bronny and him.
Yeah, I like they bring Bronny up, and then you got a couple games with your dad. You can't play defense or guard anyone in the NBA. All right, we're sending you to the G League.
If I was drafting in the second round ahead of the Lakers, I would have drafted Bronny right before the Lakers could have taken him.
Held them hostage for one.
That's okay. I would have got you next year's one. I would have said, here's what you're going to give me for Bronny. Here's what you're going to give me.
I want next year's one. Not that any
Bronny.
team has their own one next year, so it would have had to be someone else's one, but I get it.
Yeah. Whatever you're drafting, whoever pick you're using to draft in the first round, that's
You heard
fine.
it, Boom. You heard me correctly. You know who's on the tapes. All
Apparently,
right.
Floyd
While
Mayweather.
we're making fun of LeBron and say again.
Apparently, Floyd Mayweather had a experience, we'll say, with Diddy.
Oh boy.
I wasn't there to
Explains
confirm it,
all
but
those
this is what is in the birdie's mouth.
Well,
yeah.
I also heard that Floyd Mayweather had a NDA agreement, a non-disclosure agreement, but couldn't read it, so he doesn't know what's on there. So these are some late additions to Boom's. We're going to give Boom a few minutes here because we are adding some new What Did We Learns here fast and furiously at the end of the show. Doesn't matter that we lost to an NFC opponent. Well, we've also lost. We've also lost to our AFC opponents, so we're just losing to everyone to balance it out.
Can I ask you a question? Can we just
beaten
play
NFC
Olu now? Can Olu just get on the field now? Can he just play the rest of the snaps? I mean, what's the point of not playing him?
Why pay Tyron Smith $1 million to start every week now?
Go with Olu. Let's see what he can do.
Thank you, all of you watching. If you're new here to the stream tonight, please like it. It's free. It helps the channel. It helps the algorithm. For those of you, let's see how many we got. For those of you that gifted memberships, thank you very much. For the 7 of you that joined the stream tonight, I appreciate you. Hope you enjoy it here and come back. That's what she said. I'm not sure, Blitz. I'd have to ask Dom C. Dom C is my cap guy that I go to when I have any cap questions. I will have an answer for you tomorrow. I'll tweet him tonight and go from there. Alan comes in. We learned that a campaign can spend over $1 billion, lose a campaign, and still be $20 million in the red. Nice.
I know who he's referring to.
Woody Johnson. He put
Yes.
$1 billion in contracts in the last decade. I learned that someone can be your friend and just want to be your friend because they believe their candidate was going to win, and when their candidate loses, they don't want to be friends with you anymore, and they blame you. So, fake friend.
Who is this?
And good riddance to you, sir.
Did I miss something?
Used to have a co-host on Sunday night.
Oh,
so I don't know if you picked
I
up
know
on
who
that.
you're talking. All right, forget about it.
It's my fault. Can't be friends with me because the guy I voted for won.
I
Can't be
voted
friends
for
with
him
me.
74 million times. It's my
can't
fault.
be.
Yeah.
Yes. I live in New Jersey, a blue state. It's my fault. I swung the entire nation's election.
Is that all right? I don't want to get into it. That's fine.
I know. I like to because it's stupid. So I'll do the shit talk that way. It's my channel. I'll shit talk. But yeah, it's some wild shit. Yes, Scott. All me, man. All me. All
it
me.
was literally a dead heat, and then Nick voted the deciding vote. It's literally what happened.
Yes. Contrary to what you're reading from the AP or whatever news outlet you watch, the popular vote was tied. They called me, and I cast the deciding vote. And it's my fault. I'm shit. Do we have any more? What did we learn? Yes, totally. Oh, MC Mays, you are not picking up on my sarcasm. I know. But I got told that I wasn't good enough to be associated with anymore because how I voted. Meanwhile, the person knew how I was voting for months. But when the result came in, now I'm not good enough to be friends. Yes, that's what we need. But we can't tell Bobby that's what it is, though. Yep. I wasn't even born yet, and I'm responsible for Watergate.
Yeah, irrelevant. You weren't alive yet.
I was on the grassy knoll when JFK got shot. I was actually the driver of the limo that turned around and did it. Scott learned that I have incredible political power in this country. This one got me. I learned if we win next week, I'll be sucked back in. Oh, he's so right. 4 and 7, we can do it. 4 and 7, man. If
You know we're gonna go run off 4 in a row, get to 7 and 7. Like, no, it's not coming. This team sucks. Like, who am I kidding? Like, we're not. This team sucks.
Yeah.
This team really sucks.
That's it. That's what they'll do. That was good, man. That got me to fucking I chuckle a lot. Very rarely will you see me belly laugh and explode over a comment. That got me. Oh, Alan, you missed this before. I said that'll be the running poll for the rest of the year. Will Jake have more subscribers or the Jets have more fans at their remaining home games?
Gator, I didn't choose cornrows. Cornrows chose me. Cornrows chose me.
Nice. I see your comment, Clancy. No, Scott. According to somebody no longer on this channel, I'll be the one to put the nail in the coffin because it all falls on my shoulders. I gave FDR polio. Oh, Clancy, I've spread diseases before, but not that one. Yeah, Alan, 100%. I said that'll be the thing going the rest of the way. Will Jake have more subs or the Jets have more fans in the stadium? Oh, wait. Is it rows or rolls?
Rows. I say rows, like rows of corn. I say rows.
All right. Well, the hair's rolled up, isn't it?
I mean, yeah. Okay. I say corn rows.
What's the other option?
Rolls.
Rolls?
Yeah,
Like
you roll your hair up.
You roll the hair up? Like you roll it? Or is it row?
It's a corn row. No, wait, it's a corn roll.
Well, all right. Well, wait a minute. We have the deciding factor here. Much like I was deciding factor in the election, Alan is the deciding factor on corn rolls, and he says it's corn rows. Alan comes in with Rose. Jaden, I don't know. It looks rolled up, bro. You know what? For the amount that all of you people smoke, I just assumed everything. I assumed everything with you people is rolled up. There you go. I learned that I need to hire Nick to sway the next election. Knob, I learned Nick is sharing strong messages tonight. Well, I'd rather share strong messages than breakfast plates. I like that I did get Gary to think that it was rolls, though. He did pause for a second and think about it. But you guys in the chat can never let any gag that I want run. You all have to correct me instantly.
It's like lab top or laptop. That always confused me too.
What?
I always get it wrong.
Why would you?
Why would it be lab?
Like you put it on, you take it to your lab. It's not lab. It's lap or lab. I still don't know which one it is. It's laptop or laptop.
Oh, you know what I'm confused with right now?
No, I literally have to Google it to make sure I'm not wrong. It's lab. I don't know. I don't know which one it is. It's
all
lab.
Right. Well, your comment now has made me think of this one. I'm not sure if it's dumb fuck or bum fuck, but
it's laptop. Okay,
yes,
laptop.
And the dog is a yellow lap. It's a yellow lap. The dog.
Okay.
No way.
It's laptop.
No,
I have to.
Not seeing Nate, but just hearing Nate go, "No way!" That was great.
Now, like, how long have you had cornrows in your life? You have someone that come to do your hair, and you didn't know if it was a roll or.
No, I just got confused. It's a corn row. I said rows, like rows of corn. I just got confused for a second.
Okay.
No, but the laptop thing really has confused me. Like, I'll forget which one it is tomorrow and call it the wrong one.
Why do you think they call it desktop a desktop? Where does it sit on?
A desk.
Okay, now why do you think they call a laptop? Where does it sit on?
A desk.
Lab.
What the fuck is wrong?
My lap top.
Is it an iPod or a MyPod? Because it's mine.
It's mine.
Here we go, chat. Start throwing them in. Start throwing them in, chat. We got to have Gary decipher which one's which.
And I go to Mimi's house. Mimi doesn't come to my house. Just for my cornrows. I go to her house.
Mimi's what? Grandma?
No. Mimi's the lady that does my cornrows.
Mimi does his cornrows and then cooks his corn rolls.
Yeah, cooks the corn rolls.
And he books the appointment for her to come over on his lab desktop. Oh, we got a question here from Amit. Chicken and pasta or pollo con sopita?
What? Okay, so pizza is like that. That is that Mexican soup, isn't it? Or am I getting that wrong?
Isn't it
How
pasta?
are we not sure? Gary's just interpreting chicken and pasta wrong. He means something
Yes,
else.
it could be like
can't
meat and
understand
cheese. Yes. Yes. Hamburger helpers, chicken and pasta to him. Well, obviously, we're bringing Addison in to clarify everything today and getting his high thoughts on this.
What the fuck's a laptop?
It's a personal computer that you can bring with you and stick on your lap top.
All right.
Because, everybody has a lab in their living room when they're watching TV.
Oh, yeah. So I just got back from the lab right now.
The laptop was invented in Texas.
My favorite dog is the black lab.
I tell you, the kids are getting a yellow lab.
Yeah.
I forget what Nick said the other day. He was here Friday night. I don't
told
know.
us
I'm
in the
mad at their
interview.
mom. I'm mad at their mother for I think it was Friday night on here because Nick was here in the bed when I asked him. I forget the name of it, but I'm like, why is your mother doing that? I go, like, you're 16. You could be 22 months away from leaving for college, and you're getting a dog now. Like, it doesn't make sense. I get it. They're dog people, but they've wanted dogs for years.
I was never a dog person until like 8 months ago when I got a dog. Now I love dogs.
Larry Goose McGee asks, lap dance or lab dance? That is the comment of the fucking night. And Boom just had to put together like 4 more levels of what did we learn.
Either way, you need a white coat.
Well done.
Yeah.
I caused the BP oil spill. I crossed the Delaware with George Washington.
You told Mark David Chapman where John Lennon was staying.
I took a shot at John Paul II.
Where you at, Nate?
Driving back home. I'm in New Haven, Connecticut right now.
I heard they have good pizza over there.
That shit's trash.
Thank you. Yeah, can I weigh in on that? Look,
I just
pizza
heard.
at its
I
foundation is dough, right? Like pizza is made of dough. When you char and burn the dough and you get it cracker thin, you've cooked all the integrity out of the dough. When you tell me that you like New Haven pizza, what you're actually telling me is you don't like pizza, right? Because you've changed the integrity of the dough. It's just like when people say, I like my steak well done. Well, you know what that tells me? I don't really like steak. I like, look, New Haven pizza is better than anything you're going to get in Texas. I will grant you that. But it's not better than good pizza. Like, I don't understand the fact, like, have you ever had New Haven pizza? It's overcooked and cracker thin. It's like, it's tasty and, like, they use fresh ingredients and stuff. That's not good pizza.
It's the same small town shit where people are like, oh, we have the best fucking banana bread you've ever fucking had. They have nothing else in their town besides one old lady who makes banana bread, and they're just going to write that shit on a t-shirt and tell everyone, oh, you got to come to fucking Rinky-Dink, Texas, because grandma's banana bread is the best in the fucking country. And then they just spread it better than everyone else. They just got marketing people in Connecticut. That shit
Alan
is
loves New Haven pizza.
If you go to New Haven, right next to 95 is all the street carts. Go to all the food carts on 95. There's like 15 in a row, and they're fire. Fuck the pizza.
Hey, Nate.
Yeah.
I'm diabetic, and I can't have it, and I love banana bread. Can you think of a different analogy next time, please? This is sad now.
All right. Yo, I have a fucking loaf of bread, bro. The best loaf of bread is in...
All right. There's no bananas in it?
On Main Street, Florida. Nah, just the best loaf of bread you've ever had, bro.
Damn, that looks so good.
To be
Dude,
fair,
there's nothing better than my mother's banana bread, and I just drench it and microwave it with butter. Oh, God. Banana bread drenched in butter is like the best thing, not for your arteries, but for your taste buds.
Anything drenched in butter is top notch. Butter is fantastic.
I drove Teddy Kennedy's car into the river. I also drove Billy Martin's car into the tree.
Yep.
That's two Billy Martin references this show.
You told Princess Diana's driver which way to go?
Nick told Chris Christie to close the bridge. That's why Gators or Weed has photoshopped me into the Chris Christie chair with my head. That's why. It was me, actually.
I'm going to get this out of the way now before you say it. You told Kobe's pilot it's okay to fly.
I said, yeah, all systems go. Oh, man.
I'm just going to go ahead and steal that one.
Bad. I know. I feel bad because the kids.
You know who has better pizza than New Haven? Quebec, Montreal, where Jake just went. It's a little breadier, and the sauce is sweet, but it's better than what you get in New. I'm not even like trying to hate on New Haven pizza. I'm just saying, like, if that's the like, I don't get it. Like,
Alan, did you hear that? Alan loves it. Alan said he loves New Haven pizza, Gary.
Montreal has better pizza than New Haven. Like, I've had pizza like all over. New York is definitely one. New York is one, and then like Naples and Rome is like 2, and then we can go from there. Like New Haven's not on that list. Like it's not on that list. Sally's, Modern, and Pepe's. Like it's not that it's bad pizza. It's just like that's not the best pizza. Like it's overcooked. Like even like it's not just like the dough is charred, like the cheese on it is charred. I just don't get it. It's like saying I like my steak well done. Well, I don't think you like steak then.
You got an ex in New Haven, Gary?
What was that? I don't have any ill will towards it. It's just like okay. So let me ask you this question. If I said Rod Strickland is the greatest point guard who's ever lived, you would look at me like a little funny, right? Like, do you actually think that?
This is a wild.
I would ask how long were you I would ask how long were you a Washington Bullets fan?
Right. Okay. But like, if I said, "Oh, what you have a problem with Rod Strickland?" No, not really.
I just want to tell. I want someone to call Rod Strickland and let him know he's being compared to a New Haven slice of pizza bread.
I was just thinking Rod Strickland was being compared to banana bread. I'm gonna have a dream of Rod Strickland showing up at my door with a loaf of banana bread tonight, and I'm gonna fucking text in the Discord when I get up to pee at like 5
Rob,
o'clock.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. Been watching for 20 years. You consider yourself more like a New Haven slice or a New York slice?
Nice. This is why I love this fan base, and when you guys call in, because now I forgot about how sad football is, and now I'm thinking about how sad.
I didn't have to watch today. I didn't have to watch at all. It was great.
Here's the equivalent of New Haven pizza. It's rare up there, and they might like think it's cool for them, but it's kind of like New Jersey having like no self-service for gas stations. Like it's normal here for us, but to the outsiders, they're like, this is fucking weird. But New Haven's like, oh my God, this is great because Dave Jerkoff Portnoy said it's fantastic up here. Dave Portnoy likes saltine crackers with a dab of sauce and no cheese on it.
He does.
He doesn't like men's pizza. He likes little bitch pizza.
He's entertaining, but his pizza reviews are total trash. Like
he was
total
entertaining.
trash.
He's jumped
Gary,
the shark.
that sounds familiar to someone I know.
Yeah,
I don't know who that.
Yeah, you got to admit, Gary, some of your food takes are very Portnoyish. You do go to like
my food takes
place.
You were keeping it to just his food takes, Nick.
You made Nick freeze.
We did. My food takes are on point.
Hey, I'll give you this. Your food takes are better than your sports takes, Gary.
My sports takes are on point.
Oh, yeah?
How's Brock Bowers doing? Best tight end in football.
How's LeBron doing?
I don't think anyone said Brock Bowers is bad, though. No one said Brock is bad.
Jake had this guy on, I forget who it was, doing tape review of him, showing everything Brock Bowers did wrong. I was like, okay, so what's your point? Like, is he not going to be the best pass-catching tight end in football? Like, I don't understand the point of this. Like, I can cut up tape of anyone and show you flaws. It's like, okay. $7-11 pizza, Addison.
Fuck that.
Is there good pizza in LA, Addison?
Well, I mean, no matter what I say, everyone's gonna be like, "No, it's not. It's not New York pizza."
I found a guy from Harlem who opened up a pizza spot like 30 years ago. His shit was bomb, and he was selling pizza by the slice there.
Prince Street pizza's fire.
Well, like that's what I was gonna say. Like when Jake was in Montreal, there's good pizza in Montreal, but then it's not as good as pizza in New York. That's not. I get it. Like when you say like good pizza to someone from New York, like anything you're gonna say. Compared to like the best pizza place, it's gonna pale in comparison. And they're gonna say that's not. I get it's not good compared to New York pizza, but it's good compared to the rest of the world.
It's good here, yeah. I don't know that's the bar for me. This place over here, and there's a place called Pizzanista. It's pretty fire. It's on 6th Street in LA. I like it. It's good.
For me, the difference with New York is that like the New York slice that you can't get anywhere else. You know, it's just like everywhere you can get a slice for, $3, and it'll be, for the most part, pretty delicious. Other cities are just like, I don't know. Some places might not even have pizza by the slice, And
I heard I gotta go to Luigi's in Brooklyn. I heard that's the spot.
Luigi's is top notch. That's really good. That's top 10 for sure. Easily. I put it ahead of DeFowler's. Like Luigi's in Park Slope. That's 9.5 pizza. Like that's hard to beat. That's really good.
All right. The modem rebooted in the house.
That's it.
Hi, everyone.
Gary hosted a food show while you were gone.
Yeah.
What did he do now?
You're just hosting that. It's Food Network show.
Let's see what the Fat House is. Clancy says Nick was there when the agreement to release Mandela was made.
It was actually Nick's decision. He was the deciding vote.
Also, when Trump offered to give him a plane. Yes, that was me.
Yeah. He started the Black Plague back in the 20s.
Oh, man. I was Pontius Pilate. I crucified Jesus.
The Jets are number 8 in Tankathon.
Just to be accurate, Pontius Pilate washed his hands of that and had nothing to do with it. Just to be historically
Hell
correct.
yeah.
Nick cooked the meal,
Are we
served
back?
at the Last Supper.
They did not have chicken and pasta. Jesus and chicken and pasta don't go together. That's no good.
Oh, we heard a loop of Gary. That was awesome.
Was that me laughing?
Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
All right.
Nick caused the Johnson.
Gary, talk.
Hello. Hey, what's up? Chicken doesn't go with pasta. You
Oh,
can't have chicken
how about
with pasta. Chicken doesn't go with pasta.
How about I'm the one that made the Kool-Aid at Jamestown. How about that? I made the Kool-Aid at Jamestown.
That's worse than the flood.
How do you feel about that? I think this is a fair
Thank you,
assessment,
Alan.
but it's just who's one and who's two.
All right, before this, he put him in order.
Okay, so you're taking a backseat to Nick Bosa?
I mean, Nick Bosa is a better football player, but I'm a better talker. You ever heard Nick Bosa
I would say
try to talk?
you're the better
he's
Nick.
having some trouble.
I wouldn't take that back seat so easily. I think you could make a good argument that Nick Shine is one and Nick Bosa's two.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nick was riding the Comet Hale-Bopp. I was the one who did the final check on the Spaceship Challenger.
Yep.
Oh, Charles, I like this. There are two versions of Judas' death in the Bible. Really?
No, there are two different viewpoints, right? There aren't two different versions. There's two. They're seeing it from two different viewpoints. They're the same version. That's like if I'm standing to the left of something and you're standing to the right of something. It's not two different versions. It's two different perspectives. It's two different viewpoints.
Are you talking about standing on the left and the right of a political aisle?
No, I wasn't. But
yeah, we tie it all together back to insult somebody. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how much longer the internet has if there's an issue. So I do want to get Boomtown's What Did We Learns in. So, Boom, if you would be so kind, I hope your last-minute editing was a success and you are ready.
I'm ready. So that it's submitting.
Wow, this one escalated. Jeez.
Oh, that's not Charles. That's a different Charles. I thought it was Charles Gorman. It's a different Charles.
Yeah.
Who is Charles B?
Not Charles.
No relation to Charles G.
Yeah. I have no interest in talking to Charles B. Is Charles Gorman off punishment? Is he good to come back on the show?
He's been having shows sitting
This is
there.
a good one. I learned that Nick has more political power than. Hey, I'm the one that appointed. I am the George Soros of the Conservative Party. I
He's
control him.
Nick
He's gonna
obviously
swear
has
him
more
in.
power than Trump. He's the one that gave Trump his power.
Yeah, Nick's
Yes.
gonna swear Trump in.
I'm the puppet master. I'm the puppet master. When I say dance Trump, he goes like this.
Yep, Nick was the one that told Trump to grab that lady by the pussy.
All right, boom. I am missing the first one. I think it came up blank. That's what I see.
Oh,
and
that's
then
fair.
it goes to bonus. The first one I see is bonus. Oh, he might have a word in there that got blocked out.
Uh-oh.
Boom.
Bad
Text
word.
Discord message me the first one. Actually.
Hey Nate.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you record with me tomorrow? Do you have any time tomorrow, like afternoon?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna text you in the morning. We'll figure out a time. Is that cool?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, cool.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna start with this one, boom, because this is the first one I see. Bonus: eating a dozen donuts would be better for Nick's health than going to a Jets game. Nick will take the Jake name. Wade Phillips equals the fat guy DC with the white hair and comb over. Very good.
Come say hi, baby.
Double bonus. Charles gave a direct and in fact, hi.
Hi, Decker. Hi, Decker.
Hi. I'm the bearded, cooler version of Bobby.
That's
How are
Nick.
you?
That's Addison.
We love Bobby. Did you hear
And
Bobby
that's
got a
Nick,
new
but you
channel?
can't see it right now.
No.
Bobby got a new channel. So if you have your laptop or your tablet, I'm sorry, if you have your laptop or tablet around the house, make sure you search the legend Bobby Midnight. That's his new channel. And then you can call in and hang out with Bobby.
Oh, yeah.
I get nothing for all this promotion except Bobby's happiness, which is so much better than money. What are you doing up so late?
I don't know. He lets me.
You have school tomorrow or you have off for the holiday?
I'm homeschooled.
Oh, you're homeschooled? Oh, even better. Did you have ice cream tonight?
Yeah.
What kind?
Butterscotch.
Wow.
What did they ask you?
If I had ice cream.
Wow. Was Daddy
That ice cream
Daddy wearing a white shirt?
Mommy got you ice cream?
Yeah, the ice cream for bears.
Okay. I didn't
Was
know
Daddy wearing a white shirt and he got butterscotch all over his shirt and that's why it's that
No, he
color now?
didn't get any ice cream. He didn't get any.
No. All right. He does look like he got butterscotch all over him, though. Look at the color of his shirt. It's butterscotch colored. And now I want butterscotch ice cream.
Decker stays up later than Charles.
Did my internet go again? Damn it.
What is
Oh,
that
shit.
cat doing?
Oh,
Your
poop.
dog is
There goes
snoring.
Nick.
But she's awake.
How's the road treating you, Nate?
Oh, I just want to get home. Train kind of stopped though. So it's a little better in terms of the world.
Nick went out again, but he should be returning shortly. So besides, what's number 3? You said New York is the best and Naples is number 2. So what's 3?
Well, so I have like a whole list. So like to me, like New York Sicilian, because Sicilian pizza in Sicily is different. I'm gonna get to that later, right? So a New York Sicilian flavor. Hang on, hang on, baby. Like that's one to me, right? And then number 2 would be like Naples to Rome. Then Neapolitan pie would be 2. New York City, like regular slice, like thin crust slice would be 3, and then Sfincione, which is like actual Sicilian pizza, would be 4. And then at 5, I would go either Montreal or deep dish, Chicago deep dish as 5. But I don't like to compare Chicago deep dish because it's a completely different species. But I like it. I like Chicago deep dish, but it's like I could eat New York's pizza or Italian pizza every day. I couldn't eat Chicago pizza deep dish every day.
Or Detroit style.
All right.
Detroit
Let me.
style is basically just Sicilian cut differently, but it's not as good. Like I've never had any pizza in Detroit. Like, well, that's really good.
Nick, please don't interrupt Gary's show. Wait till he's finished.
Sorry.
They asked
Well,
me
I
about
want to
pizza.
get through the what did we learn before this internet crapped out again. Boomtown. The first I learned, the proud MYJ fan is no longer testing positive. We are the battered dog. Sometimes you need a big fat fuck. Suck it, Temecula Valley. A hug from Leany will change your life. Thank you, Boom. Now we go to double bonus. Charles gave a direct and emphatic no to Nick's invite today. Sometimes youngsters do have good ideas. I get the impression Nick thinks the Jets aren't going on a 7-0 run. Triple bonus. Screw mock drafting. Time to start mock GMing. Women seem to have a lot of bad memories compared to just a few good ones about Nick. Scott walked 159 steps today. Quadruple bonus.
He's back.
We're back. All right, we're back.
Quadruple bonus.
Quadruple bonus. Thank you for reminding me. P. Diddy blew out LeBron's O-ring. Floyd Mayweather and Diddy. Only politics can divide the Jets fan base more than the team itself. Nick changed the course of history. I feel like I'm Scott Bakula in Quantum Leap, but instead of fixing history, I'm going through it and destroying it.
You're just making sure everything stays fucked up.
Yes, I fuck it up even more. All right. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Gary, thank you for coming on. It was great talking to your daughter, too.
Awesome.
I don't know if you heard me, but she's like, yeah, butterscotch ice cream. I go, did Daddy have on a full white shirt and he got butterscotch all over him? Is that why his shirt's that color now? And she looked. She says, no, he didn't have ice cream. I saw you looking confused, like, what the hell's he saying?
Because she had the headset, so I could only hear like bits and pieces of what was being said.
Nice. All right, Gary, awesome. Thanks for calling in.
All right. Appreciate y'all.
Be good, pal. Talk soon. Nate, how much more driving you got?
29 miles. I'll be home at 1:46 a.m.
29 miles? Nice. Safe travels, brother.
Yes, sir. You'll have to hit the
Talk to
button.
you soon.
Can't reach it. Peace out, y'all.
I got you. Yeah, I'll remove you. No worries. Later, pal.
All right. I'm off tomorrow, so I will be residing in the DP until people
Nice.
join.
Also, the DP is what Woody Johnson and Aaron Rodgers has done to Jets fans this year.
Absolutely.
Sorry,
Dry.
Bill. That's a late one. That's a late one. Thanks for keeping me up on the ride back. That's what she said.
Oh, yeah.
I feel that now Bobby says that's what she said so much. I have to like reel them
Take
in.
it back?
Yeah, I think I gotta look for a new thing now. He's stolen it and made it his on so many levels.
Absolutely.
And I love when he says it, but then he'll say it 3 more times because he doesn't get the laugh that he wants. So that's what she said. That's what she said. Addison, you heard me? That's what she said.
I said it. She said. Yeah, it's funny when you ask him why did she say that. I don't know. That's the best. Ask him why she said that.
Rick, I'm sorry. That's the good thing about having a township job is like you get every holiday.
Okay.
That's the best part. And
Shout out
even
to
though
Rick.
I'm part-time, you still get paid for the holidays part-time. So it's a good deal.
Pretty much.
But Addison, thank you.
Yep. Thank
I'll
you.
see you shortly. I had a bad
DP,
feeling about today because I made 2 packages of sugar-free Jell-O, and then when I came home, it was there. So I had myself some sugar-free Jell-O as like and you know what? Nick had Turkey Hill Choco Mint Chip ice cream, and I didn't touch it. That's how committed I am to this diet that my favorite ice cream is in the freezer right now, and I went with sugar-free Jell-O.
Nice. That's the test right there.
That is. But I did have a good amount of it, and you know, Jell-O's all water. That might be why I'm peeing so much too tonight.
You have a strong will. You're a Jets fan, so you have strong willpower.
Yeah. But, all right, buddy.
Adios.
I'll talk.
Adios.
See you in a few. Give me 10 and I'll be in.
All right.
I got to pop the Viagra first. Ladies and gentlemen, the 37 of you still here, I hope in some way, shape, or form tonight was therapeutic for you. I hope that you were able to put a smile on your face, because that's why I do this. Would it be fun if the Jets won? Of course. It'd be a blast. But at the end of the day, and it is the end of the day, and the Jets suck. Their season ended. Sunday was November 10th, and 20 months sober. 20 months sober. Never thought I'd hit that. Fucking Jets. Fucking Jets. I just realized it was November 10th yesterday. Nice. Good things are possible, even in the worst situation. If you learn anything by watching this channel, just know that I'm living the impossible every day. And I do it for me, for my kids, but I also do it and I put myself out there because I never want to let you guys down. And I mean that. All the stupid jokes that I make, I am never more sincere than when I say that. And I promise you guys, I will always stick with it, because as much as I don't want to live that again, I never want you guys to have to hear that I failed. That's my promise to you guys. Alan, you're going to watch the beginning of the show and say, holy shit, that's not Nick. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all of you. But that's, this is why I'm able to go to a bar, watch the game, smoke a cigar outside, and not even have an urge or a thought to drink. I've been a failure in so many ways. I never want to fail again with that. Yep, there we go. Perfect, Scott. I didn't know how to say. I was the cause of prohibition. There we go. There we go. I was the first pilot at Pearl Harbor. Come on, there's more. There's so many more you guys are missing. I was the first patient with Lou Gehrig's disease. Patrick, yeah, it's... I hope your life gets better. Worse, Jaden. Worse. You left a better joke out there. I didn't start the slave trade. Yeah. It used to be make alcohol gone again, but this is a better one. I like this. If you want to hear my counter to Jaden's I started the slave trade, go in the Discord. I'll be there in 5 minutes, and I will tell you the joke. Everybody, keep your heads up. Football team may suck, but we got each other. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, everyone who did the super chats, the gifted memberships. To the 9 new subscribers that we got tonight during the stream, thank you so much. Hope you stick around and enjoy this awesome community. And we will see all of you. And don't forget, whoever gifts Carly a membership to the channel gets the picture that ended Bobby's channel and also gets to co-host a show here for an entire evening. So remember that. We will see you Wednesday. I'm working on a guest for Wednesday. Might be a she. So fingers crossed, legs uncrossed. however you prefer it. Good night. And remember, oh, God damn it. He saved this right for the end. Son of a bitch. I got Woody to buy the Jets. I should end the channel. I should just shut the channel down. Oh, Nick hired Adam Gase. You guys are assholes. All of you. I got Bobby high. I played music for Mikey to dance. What else we got? Rick, you say the word. Whenever you want. Thank you, everyone. Good night. I'm out. I'm not reading any more of your insults. Oh, Assist My Suicide is here. I love when he shows up because that means he has not had anyone assist him yet. I hate the Jets, but I love this community. I don't trust Woody, and I trust Chris less. What did us fans do to deserve this? I don't know. I don't know. What did we do, though, to deserve one another? God damn it. You guys are fucking relentless. Nick gave Peyton Manning Chris Johnson's phone number. I know. Scott, I'm trying to get out of here. Good night, everyone. Keep them going. And if you want to keep them going, join the Discord and we'll be in there. Nick told JD to draft Zach. Nick was the dog talking to David Berkowitz. Oh, you motherfuckers. Good night, you sons of bitches.